I am here. It is stream time. Finally, we're back. I think music's coming in pretty hot. Maybe a little too hot. I adjust that slightly. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Where did my mixer go? If there's one thing I've learned over the past, whatever it's been, 2-3 months that I've been doing this stuff, either I don't know what I'm doing at all when it comes to social media, which is absolutely possible, or lots of social media products are fully broken. And so I have been battling that to get literally anything to work. Let me know if you have any social media hacks. happy to listen up. But welcome everybody. It is Tuesday. Can't use all my energy right at the beginning, but it is Tuesday, and that means it's Queer Love Tuesday, which is why you're listening to the music in the background. And today it's Dream Daddy, but today is also a very important day because it's probably the final Dream Daddy stream. It's the final time we play this game for the stream, at least in, I don't know, the foreseeable future. You coming back up, buddy? Welcome back. Okay. This is why Archie wasn't there, so he didn't get to be. Here he is. Welcome. So Archie is joining us. Hey, not following. Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. I'm thinking it's Madeline. Yes, Madeline? Or is it Maidlan? These are both, these are big questions, but thank you for the follow. Do you understand how much closer you're getting me to a point where Bezos has to give me money? You can see the thing above me. I'm getting so close. And you did that. You did that, Maidlan or Madeline. Why is your stream cute as fuck? It says Maidlan or Madeline. Well, because I don't know. I just got lucky, you know, genes. Your stream is so LGBTQIA plus safe. I love it. Oh my god, yes. That is what this place is. You see my face in a preview and you're like, ooh, that might be a scary boy. But you come here and you're like, oh shit, that's a non-binary and everything is queer. What's going on? This is the dream. So yeah, I hope that this is a safe space. This is always my dream. Oh, you're studying, she says, I'm studying sex therapy, so oh my god, I'm having fun. It's Queerland here. Yes, welcome to Queerland. Definitely what I've always referred to the channel as. But you are so welcome here. Thank you for coming. Also, sex therapy sounds like a pretty interesting thing to study. I'm not sure how safe for work any of the sex therapy talk is, but it does sound very interesting. But yeah, it's Queerland here. I want people to show up and realize this is a safe space, and so I'm glad it's clear. Although, you know, I'm still figuring out how to make this Twitch thing look nice. But this is Archie. This is my boy, my little boy. Also, my tattoo just made its first appearance. It's a new tattoo, and it's looking a little goofy at the moment. Okay, I'm just gonna go with Madeline. Or Maidland? I still am not sure. Neither sounds... what do you say? I understand myself well now. IRL, funny, because I love being dominated by women, but I love dominating men. Listen, there are so many ways to go about it. Why not dominate in all directions and get dominated by all directions? Have fun with it. It's not my particular steez, but I love it. Maddie. Yes, Maddie is a thing I can say and sounds right. Maddie Lan, Maddie. We're gonna go with Maddie. But welcome to the stream, and I want to get into it today. As I said, we're gonna be playing some Dream Daddy, which means we're going to be choosing. I think I was in the middle saying it, but we're choosing the daddy today. Today is important because I have played enough where I kind of have a decent sense of all the daddies. The only daddy I haven't gone on 2 dates with is Is his name Brian? Brian, the beardy boy. In part, early on, that was because it's inevitable that I see my red beard and Brian's red beard, and I go, I'm not interested in dating myself. But also, the other bit is he's... Okay, I don't want to be too straightforward about this. He's super competitive. His whole deal is being rival dad. I'm not about it. I don't like it. It's not fun. I don't like dates. The mini games have been kind of fun, but everything else is not fun. I actually talked a lot about this. I made a video on my Good Little Diver Shorts channel. You can see it in my about. I have a bunch of little penguins lined up. The one that's wearing shorts is the YouTube channel I'm referring to. And I made a video that was a tier list of the daddies in this game. So I did go through a lot of my thoughts, but on the top here, since this is an important stream and I have to make some decisions today, I do want to talk just quickly about who these boys are. Why are you so cute? That's so sweet. Thank you. I don't know how to handle that compliment, but I appreciate it. That's very sweet of you. Yeah, thank you. You've knocked me down. It says, Maddie says, what did you say? I've lost you. I want to talk about sex and stuff, but I don't want to be annoying because some people are still taboo about it. The brown guy, oh my god. Talking about Robert? We'll get to him. Give me a moment here. If you like dominating men, maybe I can figure out who's your best option. I actually do know who your best option is. Yeah, sex talk it's fine, you know, as long as it's mostly safe for work and like, you know, thoughtful of others in the chat. But yeah, also at the same time, if anybody says they're uncomfortable with something, as long as you listen, that's all that matters to me. Okay, the boys. We've got the boys up top. Let's start with Brian. I talked about him quickly. Rival dad, he's this one. I think you can see my cursor. You cannot. Great. I don't see it. Oh, I do see it. There it is. Hi, cursor. There you are. Submissive tops are my way to go. Well, I don't know if we've got one of those here. I don't think we do, actually. Maybe Hugo. Okay, well, let's keep going here. So we've got Brian. So Brian, rival dad, very boy stuff, competitive about everything. And he has a daughter who he has like kind of an okay relationship with, but he's super how can I put this? He's like, it puts a ton of pressure on his daughter to do really well. It's all jokey. Like the whole game is jokey, but it's annoying to me. Then the next one coming across, the one in brown here. My dad. Oh my god, hot. There. Welcome to Dream Daddy. Believe it or not, a game full of daddies. Second up is Robert, who I believe you pointed out. And Robert will hurt you. Robert is toxic. I am not interested in Robert. I have, by peer pressure of people in the chat, largely, I have gone on dates with Robert. And it's been worth doing because the dates have been pretty funny. But also, actually, fuck that guy. I'm just not interested in Robert. Yeah, Robert canceled, exactly, Maddie. But yeah, he's just not my cup of tea. He's very, like, he's like playing the mysterious, like, dark past dad. But he for sure, like, needs to deal with his shit. And I'm not trying to be therapy boyfriend to that guy. Then we've got, next up is, oh god, goth dad. This is horrible that I always for Damien. Jeez. Damien's one of my top two. So it's messed up that I keep forgetting his name. Damien, what can we say about Damien? Damien is the goth dad. I didn't like him at first because he was really shitty to somebody working at basically Hot Topic. But then afterwards, it turns out he's actually kind of awesome. He's really obsessed with collecting like bugs and stuff. I want a top that let me eat his butt. That let me eat his butt. We're off to a strong start today. Let me zoom in a bit. What a sentence. What a sentence you put in chat. Where was I? Damien. Damien is basically a vampire. He's like living a what's the word? Like a Victorian aesthetic. Everything he does is very Victorian. A top ass is the nest treasure or his best treasure? Maybe it is a nest treasure. Best, okay. That makes maybe slightly more sense. Okay. So literally it's so hard to just Damien's the goth dad. Damien's very Victorian. Damien is a trans man, which he hints at early on, and he seems really cool. He's very sweet. He's like got a thing where he's, you know, basically a vampire, but also scared of scary movies. It's a very cute little aesthetic. I've really turned around on Damien. He also, after one of our dates, sent like a very thoughtful letter that he had handwritten and put a wax seal on, and I do love a wax seal. So that was fairly convincing. So that was that. Who else do we got? So we got Craig here. This one up top here. One who's wearing earbuds. I think they're earbuds. He's Jock Dad. I want one that would degrade me and humiliate me, but then give me care. So funny stream elements coming up right after that. I love you. Please hit that follow button. You too could have the hot guys in Dream Daddy. Were you to play it? I've played it in such a way that I think that, especially because I'm only going to pick one guy that I'm going to end up with, one daddy. It's definitely something that I haven't spoiled much. There's plenty of game to play outside of what I've played, but it's a really fun game. It's not perfect. It's honestly a lot more about being a father and relationships with children than it is like your children, not not bad relationships, than it is about the hot dating bit, which I was a little disappointed about, but it is cute. And there are a lot of little mini games. It's fun. But Craig's whole thing is he's the jock dad. He's like the fitness dad. He might as well be called CrossFit dad. And he's very high pressure to make me exercise, and I have zero interest in that. He might actually be your closest fit to what you are describing. I'm not sure though. He's adorable. I mean, he's hot, and he's got a little baby that's adorable, and he's got twins, and he's divorced. But he's a cool dad. He's no longer on screen, but that's Craig. He was also my college roommate, so got some history. Then we have going away over here, Hugo. This man is undeniably extremely hot, but he has just little by little. God, I feel so proud. Glass clear talking to you. I have no filter at all. Listen, only filter I want is to make sure that people feel safe and comfortable. Other than that, do you be yourself. That's how I feel. Where was I? So Hugo is the teacher. Hugo is a teacher of, so you have a daughter named Amanda, and he's the teacher of her class, like history teacher or something. And he's so hot, and it's like hard not to want to be with him, but at the same time, he's super frustrating. Every date you go on with him, he's really a know-it-all. He's always like dad-splaining, man-splaining, however you want to put it. Maddie says, pick one for me that don't trim and is body positive guy. Well, I think we'll see. I don't know if we'll see today. My guess is if I'm not going to be kicked off Twitch, we're not going to see that for sure. But yeah, Hugo's super attractive, but just annoying. He I don't know. He just mansplains a lot. He was really shitty after we lost trivia. I was not interested. And then two more. Joseph here. Joseph is a youth minister who's still married, has like these cult kids. He looks kind of like a Nazi. I'm not into Joseph. There's no way. There's just no way. And so the number one, who I've left for last, is right about here. This gentleman right here. See this? Do you see this boy? This boy is Matt. Matt obviously is hot as shit. full of tattoos, got piercings, just very attractive. He's also the like, his stereotype is the cool dad, but he's not annoying cool dad. He's like used to be in a band. We went to a concert together on the first date. We've had very cute times. I just love Matt. Matt also has a daughter. She's adorable. I'm not reading that out loud. I see what there. I'm not reading out loud. But yeah, Matt is who I'm going to pick. Like, it's kind of, unless someone had some incredible argument against it, my go-to is 1000% going to be Matt. I don't have a lot of complaints with Matt. That's a pretty perfect daddy as it comes. So it's a safe choice. Well, I guess I'm safe. Let's go. Let's do this. Get back into it. So here's the aesthetic here. If you haven't seen this game before, it is it's like a whatchamacallit. one of those games you read. And this is kind of how it sets it up, where there was a lot of intro points, but at this point there's dad book, and you talk to somebody, you chat with somebody to set up a date. And sometimes other messages come in, which you can see up here. So we're gonna go to Matt. I mean, like, I will go back just for a second. We've got 2 hearts with everybody. Except for Brian, who I have 1 heart with because he's so annoying with his constantly wanting to one-up, and then I have to one-up, and I don't like it. It's very cute. There's no problem with looks. It's just personality is not my thing. I think it's time. It's time to go on this date. Now, my one worry is, how long is this going to take? And then what do I do? Oh, I know what I'll do. I have an idea, actually. Oh my god, it would have told me this before. You know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse dad book for a while. Are you ready? Yeah, I gotta do it. I'm not going on another date with Brian. I just refuse. We would have to go fishing. I don't want to go fishing. Not fun. Maybe the minigame would be fun, but I don't want to do it. Let's go. Oh, it's happening. It's really happening. We've had 1 kiss in the game, and it was not from him, and it was on my forehead because I was hurt. Okay. Matt and I have spent a lot of time together lately. After we went record shopping, you give off bottom verse energy. Thank you. That's so nice. Matt and I have spent a lot of time together lately. After we went record shopping the first time, it sort of became a weekly tradition for us to scope out Final Fantasy VII for new releases. On quieter days, I'll go to the Coffee Spoon to just hang out with him. He's been trying to get me to branch out from my usual black coffee to try new drinks, and they're always delicious. Since I've been spending so much time with Matt, Carmencita and Amanda have become really close friends. Amanda's taken Carmencita under her wing, teaching her about photography, helping her with homework, and introducing her to music that's not just boy bands. Well, she did end up taking her to one of those scream cry dancing boy concerts so Matt wouldn't have to go. A truly heroic move. I can tell that Carmencita really looks up to her a lot. So it's great that Amanda's trying to be a good mentor. The open mic night is tonight. Amanda and I busy ourselves getting ready. I try to pick out a nicer outfit than usual and pace around the room. A bunch of really cool bands are going to be playing, and I'm excited to see them. I haven't been to a show since the first time Matt and I hung out. It's weird. Ever since Matt played piano for me that one time. This is not true! I had the opportunity to have him play piano for me, and which I guess this will just confirm your feelings. I respected his boundaries. He wasn't interested. And then I was punished for respecting his boundaries. Because he did not end up playing. He was like, I don't want to play. And I was like, oh, I don't want to push you. And then the game was like, you get a B for that date because you didn't force him to play piano for you. But now the game keeps reminding me of this. I've never been able to convince him to do it again. He's told me that he also plays guitar, drums, and even the trumpet. Still won't play any of them. For someone so passionate about music, oof, let's sit up. It's strange that he doesn't want to actually play it. You ready to go, Pops? I can hear Amanda in the hallway as she approaches my room. Yep. Amanda pops her head in and looks me over. Excuse me. How we doing, Archie? You're looking off into the distance, my boy. Excuse me. She pinches the bridge of her nose. Dad, we talked about this. What? The sandals. They're older than I am. Vintage, some would argue. I thought you threw them out. Amanda, since when did you enroll in the Fashion Police Academy? I got kicked out because I was a loose cannon who didn't play by the rules. For example, you're not allowed to mix florals, but you totally can if you have a good eye for color. You're out of your jurisdiction, rookie. Amanda guards the room, the door. My reading's off to a strong start today. Amanda guards the door until I pick out a better outfit. Stop! Those sandals are going directly into the evidence locker. It's the trash. You can pry these sandals from my cold dead hands. I propose a compromise. Fine. I'm gonna say fine. I don't care. I reluctantly walk over to the trash in the kitchen. These sandals, been through a lot together. I should say a few words. You carried me when no one else could, sandals. I don't know who I am without you. Thank you for your service. I don't give a shit about these sandals. Thank you for your service. Bye. Heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they have Velcro straps. Goodbye, old friends. Come on, Dad. We gotta go. Never seen the coffee spoon so packed. I spot familiar faces from the Pup concert. That was the concert we went to for the first date. That was pretty funny, actually. All sipping on their caffeinated beverages of first voice crack of the stream. On their caffeinated beverages of choice. A couple of people are setting up on stage. I don't see Matt, but I'm sure he's busy in the back. Amanda and Carmencita find each other immediately and do their secret handshake. Some complicated clapping with their hands and then a big hug. Oh god, why are you here, Hugo? Lil! I turn to see Hugo sitting at a table with none other than Damien. Ooh, okay. What's happening? Fancy seeing you two here. I am, as you know, a dedicated patron of the arts. It's a bit of a tradition between Damien and I now. Matt's open mic nights always seem to bring out the best talent in town. Sometimes it gets a bit odd, even for my admittedly eclectic tastes. Kumite. Welcome, hey Kumite, welcome to the chat. Just gonna cleanse this chat off my screen real quick. Welcome to the chat, Kumite. It's good to see you. Okay, I'm talking again. Sometimes it gets a bit odd, even for my admittedly eclectic tastes. You guys seen Matt around? Yeah, he was just helping that Pablo kid get some equipment out of his van. Whoa, Vacant Veil is playing a set? What? It's a witch house. Damien's ears perk. What is that? I don't know. Well, it sounds delightful. Amanda says it isn't. Shame. Alright, I'm gonna go find Matt and see if he needs any help. I head to the back room with a coffee spoon, where I find Matt going over some last-minute show details with Pablo. My dude! Pablo and I share a full-on sincere bro hug. Glad you can make it, Lil. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You guys need any help? I think we're all set, actually. Pablo, can you remind me what order people are going up in? Well, you got the handsome and unforgettable Vacant Veil opening up the set with selections from his new album, Witch Diaries. And then the third waves, who are all extremely attractive and could beat me up and I'd still be into it. are playing a 3-person acoustic set. We got a little bit of spoken word in there, a magic act, and then it looks like we're closing with Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. No, absolutely not. I remember the ridiculous set that this band put on when they opened for Pup. Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the sound of an accordion being violently thrown against the wall over and over. They weren't that bad. No, you don't understand. The last time they played open mic night, they lit their bassist on fire and the fire marshal had to shut us down. They also refused to pay for their drinks. Yikes. They are not playing tonight. Well, they're outside. All 17 of them. Tell them we're full. And who's filling their spot? Shit. I'll do it. Should I do it? This is, again, this fucking game. It wants me to pressure him into playing. But no. I just realized that little guy is dancing around. Oh my god, does that say Kumite on it? Incredible. That is an incredible emoji you found. I need to zoom out a bit. It's a little bit too far forward. Every time I bend forward, I go away from the screen. I think I'll do it. I can't help myself. I don't want to pressure Matt to do it. It's rude. I'll play. What are you doing? What? What would you even do? Stop talking! Close your mouth! The Scommunist Manifesto is making a comeback solo show. I thought you didn't know how to play anymore. You don't know how to play anything anymore! What is that noise? Is that... Ska comes to you in the hour when you need it most, without fail. Stop being so desperate to please your hot friend, Lil! Is there a keyboard around? Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall! Yeah, I have one right here. Then it's settled. Dude, are you sure? No, I'm not! As sure as ska is generally played with staccato notes on the upbeat. Well, as long as nothing gets set on fire, it can't possibly be worse than Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Matt grabs me by the shoulders and stares into my eyes. Thank you, Lil. I owe you big time. I settle back into my seat with Amanda and watch the show start. The house is packed now with a few people even standing outside to watch. What have I gotten myself into? Amanda, I may have made a mistake. Dad, if you bought a brand new pair of those sandals in hopes that I would be okay with you wearing them, I swear to... I agreed to pull out my ska. No. What is that noise? Is that in the game? Is that just like a badly played trumpet? No. Absolutely not. I had to help Matt. Dad, I love you and I support you, but we left ska behind for a reason. Look, it's either this or in the splash zone for a group of 20 musicians all crying at the same for the sake... all crying at the same time. Sime, damn, that's a new word. Crying at the same time for the sake of art. And I'm not being hyperbolic about the splash zone thing. They literally hand out ponchos. Somehow this is the preferable option. I just have to play the thing. Play what thing? You don't know how to play any instruments. Just promise me you'll still love me after this. I promise. But I may have to change my last name, and I hope you'll understand. Of course. My new last name is gonna be Fire Blast. Amanda? Or maybe Cold Steel. Matt takes the stage to a roar of applause from the crowd. He grabs the mic and addresses us all. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Matt's so nervous. And I'm so nervous. Can't stop staring at his mouth. And that makes me even more nervous. We have a jam-packed roster of amazing local talent who you might already know or maybe have seen before, would like to see again, and I'm rambling now, sorry. Oh, Matt. So, let me just bring on a dear friend of mine who's making his live show debut. Please welcome to the stage, Vacant Veil. The crowd cheers again and Pablo bounds up to the stage beaming. He sets up his 2 laptops and a keyboard and launches into his set. Thank you, everyone. This one is called Witch House Never Dies, and you're next. Pablo hits the crowd with a heavy, inaccessible synth bass layered under drum samples and clips from science fiction shows played in reverse. It's maybe not the right show for this, but everyone seems to be enjoying whatever this is. At the end of the show, Pablo jumps on the mic. Thank you to all the veil wearers who came out tonight. A portion of the crowd cheers. He has a fan base already? He has a name for the fan base? This is his first live show. Kumite, I love Witch House on brand. Yeah, that tracks. Believe it or not, it tracks. I'm not sure where I stand on Witch House. Because I haven't heard it before. You can buy t-shirts out of the trunk in my car after the show. Also, I'd like to thank my mom for coming out to watch me play. You're my rock, Ma. Check out Salem, says Kumite. I'll just note that for myself. Salem Witch Rock. That it's not getting me anywhere. Is there band? Salem band. Musical band. American electronic music from Traverse City, Michigan. Sounded okay. I'm gonna learn some of that later. I'm keeping that in the old tabby. Witch House. Witch House. Okay, we're back to it. Love you, honey! Pablo plays a few more songs that are actually super fun to listen to. Wow, definitely did not see that coming, especially after Amanda's strongly worded thoughts about the genre. Once he's done, he vacates the stage and Matt jumps up again. Well, that's why I can't freaking see this bit. Go away. Very confused for no reason. Big round of applause for our very own Pablo, who coincidentally works here. Yay, Pablo! And hey, next up are a group of young ladies who have been tearing up the East Coast with Riot Punk for 3 tiers now. Years. I meant years. 3 years. Sorry, the writing on my hand smudged because I'm sweating. I shouldn't have told you all. I'm sweating. I'm sorry. Wow, he seems just as visibly nervous as I feel right now. Put your hands together for the Third Waves. Buzzcut Molly from Final Fantasy VII takes the stage, followed by 2 girls with colorful hair and fishnet stockings. All of them are wearing combat boots, and all of them look mad about something. Their set is so energetic that it almost seems like a pit is going to open up in the coffee shop. I look over to Amanda, who's clearly enjoying the hell out of anarchic female-fronted punk rock. Dad, can I get a lip ring? Amanda's cool. I like Amanda. Sure, if you pay for it yourself. Come on, it's no fun if it's not an act of youthful rebellion. After the third wave closes out their set, a variety of acts play to the delight and sometimes horror of the crowd. A magician tries to turn a cup of coffee into a cup of coins, but ends up just spilling hot coffee all over himself and dropping the coins. As each act leaves the stage, I get more and more nervous. There's so many people here. I don't know anything about how to play the piano, other than it has keys and you have to touch the keys to make sounds. Also, I almost spilled the flat white stripes in my hand because it's trembling so much. Ruh-roh. No joke, Dad. I'm rooting for you. You're gonna knock him dead. Thanks, Manda Panda. An improv comedy group takes the stage. They take suggestions from the crowd and end up doing a scene that was supposed to be about coffee, but instead turns into 5 minutes of dick jokes. Classic. I have a hard time laughing. My stomach is tying itself into knots. Not just regular knots either, like the kind of knots you get when you throw your phone charger, headphones, and laptop charger into the same bag. Out of nowhere, Matt sits down next to me. He's gonna play the music while I sing. Matt is gonna save the day. We're in love forever. Hey, are you doing okay? I'm totally fine. Everything is great. Nothing is wrong. I'm just gonna say nothing is wrong. It's the funniest to me. Nothing is wrong. I want to reassure him that I'm okay, but I just can't get the words out. I'm here. All right, just making sure. I know you're gonna do great, Lil. Matt squeezes my shoulder and jogs back to the stage. Back up to the stage. Everybody, we're down to the last act of the night. I'm pretty sure I just skipped some text. Sorry about that. Now this person, who is my friend, is making their return to the stage. We're more than friends, I thought. Is making their return to the stage after a long hiatus. Please welcome, formerly of the Communist Manifesto, Lil Diver. Everyone cheers as I take the stage. Damien and Hugo are staring at me in shock. This is gonna be a minigame, isn't it? Am I gonna play DDR? I hope I get to play a minigame like that. Hey everybody, good to be here. Thanks for having me on. Great crowd. My name is Lil, but you can call me by my stage name, Frankie Two-Tone, Five Iron Freddy, or Thomas. Or Tomas Kalnuki? Should I know what that name is? This is another case of me not knowing basic stuff I should know about. This feels like a thing I should know. I need to look up the thing that I don't recognize. Tomas Kalnuki. Who are you? Czech American musician, songwriter of the band Streetlight Manifesto and Bandits of the Acoustic Revolution. Okay, that is highly specific, it seems like. Frankie Two-Tone, Five Iron Freddy. This doesn't matter, but I'll go with this one. It's weird. The crowd claps politely. I sit down at the piano. That's a lot of keys. That's so many keys. Do pianos usually have this many keys? God, these lights are really bright. Someone coughs. I guess that's some good stage banter, and now I have to play a song. This song is called Beam Me Up, Scotty. It's like ska. It's ska. Deep breath. How hard can it be? Extremely hard. You can't just will yourself to play piano. Yes, game time! Game time, game time. Oh no, I have to actually play it. What? No matter how disastrous this... I thought I was gonna play fucking DDR. I can't play a piano. No matter how disastrous this is, look at these hands. It's so upsetting. No matter how disastrous this is, I just have to make it through the whole song, and I'll have saved the day. Here goes nothing. Oh. Sing along. What? Sing along to what? Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up! Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up! Ooh, ooh, sing. I can't sing ska to you. Watch us fill up the room. I'm not singing this. Rude Boy's coming for you. This is not ska music! If you don't skank tonight, it'll be alarming? I don't know how I'm supposed to sing this. This is amazing, says MCK1191. It's not! Beat me up, Scotty. This is terrible. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up to the Star Trek Enterprise. No solo. Shit. This is exactly... This is how you play good. This is piano done good, right? Bravo! The people love it! There's like one person clapping in the background. Doing your best deserves an S. Thank you, game. I did do my best. It was not good enough. Which I've learned recently is a thing that can happen quite often. It sounded way more depressing than I meant it to be. I look up at the crowd. I see a bunch of people shifting in their seats. Oh no, I'm losing them. Ska really is dead, and I killed it. Everybody ska? Everybody ska! Like a checkerboard tie-wearing angel descending from two-tone heaven, Matt walks on stage playing the guitar. We lock eyes and he gives me a reassuring smile as he effortlessly plays the chords to the song. I look out and see the crowd go wild to Matt's appearance on stage. Everyone's bouncing around now. Told you he'd save the day. He was always gonna save the day. Matt's the real MVP. My hair's doing some stuff up here, huh? Whoa! 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 Chill out, hair. Just gonna cover that up. Nobody needs to know. It fills me with renewed energy as we jump into the chorus. Beam me up, Scotty! Beam me up, Scotty! There's still not ska music. How am I supposed to sing to ska? Beam me up to Scotty, to the ska enterprise. Matt jumps into an improvised solo that was way better than the one Darren Springstead wrote in high school. Kumite, effacing yourself to elevate your partner. Wow, great lesson, Dream Daddy. We love it. We love it. If only it goes both ways. Matt jumps into an improvised good solo. We make it to the end of the song in one piece, and the crowd goes wild. Hey, Stream Elements, welcome back. I'm moist with sweat, head to toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sella! The crowd practically screams. They all start chanting Matt's name. They want to hear you play, man. Matt smiles. I think I'm ready. I excuse myself from the stage and take my seat next to Amanda as Matt cozies up to the microphone. Take back what I said about ska. That was pretty cool. I high-five Amanda and we look toward the stage. Hey, everybody. More cheers. I haven't played in front of people in a long time, but it's cool to be back. This one goes out to a good friend. Matt locks eyes with me. We both smile. We're gonna be more than good friends, Matt. Was that upsetting to hear? Microphone. Matt locks eyes with me. We both smile. You helped me to be able to do this again. Thank you. This is an old one from Stillness the Dancing. Matt is very fucking cool. I've said it from the jump, and I still believe it. Matt is the best. The entire crowd excitedly jumps to their feet. Matt closes his eyes and starts playing an upbeat, intricate melody. The crowd sways to the music. Matt looks entirely at peace, with a small smile on his face as he sings. After he finishes his song, the crowd insists on an encore. He ends up playing a few more tunes to an adoring audience before thanking everyone for coming out. The moment he steps off stage, he gets mobbed by people. Everyone seems to be amazed that he's playing again. Damien and Hugo thread their way through the crowd to talk to me. That was amazing. It was certainly a sight. Do they make industrial darkwave ska? I'm not too sure if that genre exists, but it's never too late to start a band, apparently. I glance back over at Matt, who's hugging a bunch of people. They really seem excited to see him play. Well, yeah, he hasn't played since he lost Rosa. What? I knew this. There was obvious context clues about this. I didn't realize. It suddenly all makes sense. It made sense at the beginning. It suddenly all makes sense why Matt was so reluctant to play. Must have taken so much for him to jump on stage with me just now. The crowd slowly filters out into the street as the show ends. I decide to stick around a little longer to see if I can talk to Matt. Hey, I'm taking Carmencita to get ice cream. Is it okay if she sleeps over? Look how cute she is. Carmencita's great. Amanda's great. We're gonna be an amazing family. I'm planning our wedding. We're gonna paint our nails and start a punk band. Yeah, go have fun. Just please don't wake up the neighbors with any biting truths about the government or whatever. Don't worry, we'll wake them up figuratively instead. Amanda and Carmencita bump fists and head out. I spot Matt finishing up conversations with a couple stragglers on their way out of the coffee shop. Hey, Matt. Hey, dude. Need help posing up? I love that. I bet you would. Hold on, folks. Can we get to Kiss Town? That's what the people want to know. Oh, this volume is maybe a little too low. I don't know if it's even audible. Matt and I stack up chairs and sweep the floor in silence. We carry the stage equipment back to Matt's van, where we see Pablo selling merch to a crowd of people out of his trunk. Shirts of the finest quality, every step of production from thread to stitch, overseen by yours truly. Graphic designs fit for a king. That kid's gonna go far. We head back into the Coffee Spoon, and Matt puts the finishing touches on closing. When we're all done, Matt and I lean up against the counter. I bet we do. I bet we lean on the counter. Thanks for saving me from myself up there. All in all, it ended up being pretty cute. Plus, you protected us from Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Someone told me that they tried to do a street performance down the road, and they all got arrested for trying to form a human pyramid in traffic. Did it feel good to be on stage again? Yeah, it really did. I heard that you stopped playing after your wife died. I didn't realize it had been that long. Ugh. Yeah. Matt looks like he wants to say something, but is having a hard time getting it out. Takes a deep breath. I'm not really a people person, obviously. Disagree, Matt. That is my kind of people person right there. Crowds make me nervous as all hell, which is not exactly the best for performing live music. But when I was with Rosa, she lit up the room. I could follow her lead. After she passed, I was lost. Even touching a guitar hurt too much. I tried playing for people over and over, but the music would never come out, so I just gave up. I guess what I'm trying to say is, life wasn't this scary when I had someone in my corner. Someone I felt safe with. I will be that person. Let me be that person. It's a new song I made up for Matt. I hadn't felt like that for a long time. I could make you feel that way all the time. Till tonight. What changed? You know what changed me? Hey, dude. You. Hey, dude. You. Blood rushes to my face. When I saw you looking so scared on stage, it reminded me of myself. I don't want anyone else to have to feel that bad. When I got up there and started playing for the first time in forever, I felt comfortable. I was having fun. I spent all this time being so afraid of performing that I forgot how much I loved it. Your strength gave me strength. Whether you were trying to or not, you got me out of my comfort zone, so thank you. Thank you for helping me realize that I can do this. I'm glad I could help you coming on stage. I didn't think you would stick your neck out for me like that, especially considering all of this. That really means a lot to me. Well, you mean a lot to me. Matt and I lock eyes. Target locked. Kiss incoming. Is this romantic? He leans in and kisses me quick and soft. Let's go quick and soft. It's still a kiss. He pulls away and covers his mouth. Oh God, I'm sorry. I can't believe I just did that. Neither can I, but glad you did. Lips touch again. More kisses, more kisses. It's happening. I brush his hair out of the way and rest my hand on the small of his back. All right, here's where we find out how deep this is about to go. Matt pulls me closer. Everything about him is sweet and soft. His lips taste like vanilla. He smells like coffee cake. Okay, that's pretty great. I can feel him smile through the kiss, which makes me smile. He laughs into my mouth, and I can't help but laugh too, our teeth knocking against each other. Bones! Oh! The moment I open my eyes, I realize we're still leaning against their espresso machine. Maybe the coffee shop isn't the right place for this. Oh, shit! Maybe you're right. Let's go back to my place. Oh! Oh! Is there gonna be a minigame? That would be so fucking funny. Oh, no way that's the case, but it would be so fucking funny. Yes! That is the weirdest. That's the weirdest line that person had to read. Go on all mat dates. King of carrot flowers. Whew. Have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Lil, be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. What? No. You asked too many questions. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. I'm gonna say... I always go with comedy in this. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. Tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government. Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding, you're right, I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell you're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would be fill my heart with glee. It would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to give you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers? This is all 19 seasons! And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghost features on the show. Something happened with my voice there. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? That's me. That's me out in the yard tossing the pigskin. Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. Surprise party! What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. All the dads. It's only dads. I don't think it's only dads. But it is funny that they've chosen this picture. Wow, I've like created a rift in my hair. Whoopsies. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Hell yeah, that sounds amazing. Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. Excuse me. And there's an ice cream cake. Good kind, with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Like I said, this is actually genuinely a story. This is just, it is the best party ever, MCK1191. You want me to call you Mook? MCK? You tell me what you want to be called. It's just the 1191 is a lot of numbers. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. But yeah, this is definitely a game about being a dad to a child more than anything else. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Lil, my dude! Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each one of them of fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned witch house outfit, Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers. More specifically, out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Kumite. The dream daddy was you all along. That's right. That almost sounds like It sounds like they like started making the game and then someone said that exact line, Kumite. They're like, we've done it. We've created the perfect daddy game. We'll pretend it's gay, but it's really just about being daddy. And you'll learn you were the perfect daddy. Almost certainly, said Kumite. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Well, Brian, you made it. I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. This is what I mean. Brian's so... He's annoying. I don't like him. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? It's a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. I want it to be over. This is not good. Hey, bro! Bro! This is a real rager. Taking our older age into consideration? I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. These are adorable kids. This baby, though. That baby. Doesn't get old. That's a cute baby. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. Witness? What is going on with me? Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. Have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh, boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang out soon. Let's hang soon, yeah? Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. I'm sure the kids would love to see your dance moves again. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime? Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. Hey. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Lil. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. I've got a pocket full of gift cards that say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for trivia night again sometime soon, huh? No, never. But thanks for the invite, sweetie. You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to a dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Wow! That flew across. I must have fucked that up somehow. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Haha, yeah, thanks. Quick reminder, they did get a legit voice actor in Erika Ishii to do the little sound effects here. Pretty funny. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope. Yes. And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. It's fucking Robert. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later. That was, like, why? Ugh. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Kumite, the one that got away. No. No. He's the one that I sent away and was not interested in being near. Man. Listen, people can do their playthrough and they can give all their love and life to Robert if they like. I've got Matt. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. I stare at Lucian. Knows. I know, but I am a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Thanks for coming by. I spot Amanda and Carmencita in a corner of the party. Wonder what they're up to. As I walk up, I can tell that they're already deep in conversation. Listen, it's like prison rules. First day of high school, gotta establish yourself at the top of the pecking order. Really? No, just find a group of people that you like and hang out with them. Be yourself. Don't worry about being cool. You'll find friends. And try not to kiss anyone who also has braces. You get stuck, kiddo. Hey, guys. Hey, Amanda's dad. Carmencita here's getting ready for high school. Got any advice? When you join band, pick the easiest instrument to carry. I'm still walking a little sideways from my sousaphone days. Flute it is. Alright, I'll leave you guys to it. Carmencita, me and Amanda still on for dinner with you and your pops tomorrow? Yes, we're already planning a carrot cake for you guys. Better keep making rounds. I leave the two to keep conspiring. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting. I just clicked. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything. Growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life when you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Lil, if you cry again, you're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. What could it be? Is it a tiny dad? I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Welcome, Dad, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Dad. World's best dad. Get good Amanda ending. Oh, there's a bad Amanda ending. That's... wow. Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. Unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I bet I know who it is. And he's going to be my husband. I glance over the back of the yard where Matt is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are going to go get ice cream. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. Ooh. I take a seat next to Matt as the last guests make their way out of the party. Seems like Amanda really enjoyed this. Thanks for putting together such a nice surprise. Carmencita's middle school graduation is coming up in a year or two. Sure, for the right fee, I could put something together. Only if I get to DJ. Matt looks down at his hands. It seems like he does that whenever he's trying to figure out the right words to say. Oh, man. Hey, I just wanted to say that Oh gosh, this is gonna come out dumb no matter how I say it. So here goes. I haven't felt this happy in a long time. Oh. You brought out the best in me, and it wasn't just because of the ska. Although that was really cute. That was a half voice crack. That's 1.5. For those keeping track. Although that was really cute. Every moment that we've gotten to spend together since we've met has been an adventure, and I just hope that we get to keep doing that. Make a pretty good team, you know? I mean, I'll let you handle the music playing. And the music singing, and actually pretty much everything related to music. But I can organize a party pretty well. I am also good at kissing, so that's a big plus. Yeah, sounds great. What is up with this? Yeah, sounds great! That's true. You are very nice to kiss. I slide my arm around Matt and run my fingers through his hair, giving him a small kiss on the cheek. He giggles. See, that was a good one. And hey, I've actually been working on some new stuff. Oh, that. That's not what I thought he meant. It feels... I thought he found a brand new fun way to kiss. It feels really great to be writing again. Oh man, Matt, that's amazing. I'd love to listen to it sometime. If you were comfortable sharing it with me. Maybe I could show you some new tunes I'm working on in the studio later. You know, I'm going to insist that we add a horn section. Matt rests his head on my shoulder and sighs happily. You know what? I'd actually like that. Hey, and that's the end of Dream Daddy. Ooh, wow. Great stuff, everybody. Now I gotta make a decision on the fly. I should have realized it was gonna end fairly quickly. That was a fun game. Yeah, top build, Erika Ishii there. It's a fun game. It is a dating game a bit, but it is primarily a dad game. Yay, we did it. Let's look at these people who are involved. I think the only right thing to do right now is to reward those who were around for Dream Daddy. No, who were around for the Queer Games bundle when I played a little game that also had some queer love in it. A very different brand. And it also had some overlap with the Twilight series. And I feel like it's the perfect thing to transition to for today. Whether I'll keep playing it next week as the actual Tuesday game, I don't know. But I do want to keep playing the game. The game, of course, is Raptor Boyfriend. So let's get to it. Let me go find that. Where did I hide you? I mean, Jesse Cale. Wait, original score. Okay. Performed by Bats. Whoever made the main song is amazing. Really good song. Look at all this music. Daughter Brag battle theme. That was great. That was great. I liked that. That was basically a off-brand Pokemon. All the QA that was done. Where are my games? Bundle games. Got rid of some of them, but I've got a lot of good ones still. I think it's gotta be Raptor Boyfriend right now. It's just gotta. It's the only thing that's right for now. And to all of our dads, a game from Game Grumps. Done did the thing. This is actually the first game that I have gone beginning to end on. Oh, that's very sweet. Look at that. Look at us. Look at us. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn, though. I picked right. Woo! All right, that's the end of Dream Daddy. I appreciate everybody being here and everybody who's been through the whole journey. Started at the beginning, and now we are done with Dream Daddy. How many streams was that? Maybe 6 or 7? I don't know how many it took, but we got there and we're done, and we ended up with Matt. So now it is time to get back. I don't know exactly where we were on the last episode, if you want to call it that, of the game. Raptor Boyfriend. Oh, that is very loud. You need to chill. You're gonna chill now. Thank you. Let's see. Everything looks okay. Let me bring that up. That was fun. Dream Daddy's a fun game. Not what I expected exactly, but it had a little bit of what I expected and more. And there we are. Raptor Boyfriend, who's ready? Let us continue on this journey. Episode 2! Right! We ended at the end of the first episode, which is perfect. Pick right up here. Actually, you've been sleeping this whole time. It had been like a month, and I still hadn't had any significant alone time with Day, Taylor, or Robert. Don't get me wrong, Doc. I enjoyed us going to the lake together, driving them around. And I finally had people to eat my lunch at school with. Oh, I should switch the game on the stream info, now that I think about it. People show up looking to see that game. They're going to be surprised. Oh, this is a mature rated video game? Not suitable? Thanks, Twitch. We're gonna play it anyway, because it's a mature stream. Where lots of things happen. And I finally had people to eat my lunch at school with. But I was starting to get worried that we were becoming just a bunch of, I don't know, casual buds. I wanted to know if we would, like, work well together. Like, as a couple or something? But I didn't even know if they were going out with anybody. Or whether they even wanted a relationship. I didn't even know they're, like, zodiac signs. Well, of course I made a plan. I was going to get them alone if it was the last thing I did. So ridiculous. Okay, that did sound a bit creepy. Whatever, you know what I mean. I was really into them, and I wanted to get to know them more. I knew you'd want to know the plan. Okay, so here it is. I was going to get some alone time with them by being a proper lady, being like a ninja, being a temptress. We're not going to touch that one. Being a proper lady. Being a temptress does sound the most fun because, I don't know, it'd be interesting. We'll be a temptress. Why not? What does that even mean practically? I don't know, but it's the fun one, in my opinion. By being a temptress, I'd be so alluring that they'd voluntarily spend time alone with me. Let's see how this goes. I'd eat chocolate-covered strawberries. I'd cross my legs on one side and then switch to the other side after saying something suggestive. And generally do things that tempt people. I know. The plan seemed perfect to me at the time, too. Me, Day, Taylor, and Robert were put into the same work group for a science project. We were trying to find a time we could get together after school to work on it, and I was having trouble focusing. Stella? Stella! What? Back me up here. These guys are trying to flake out on meeting up for the project tonight. Couldn't tell them that I was too busy thinking about my plan to get some alone time with them to pay attention. So I thought of something else fast. Sorry, I was thinking about cereal, school things, getting acrylic nails. Which of these is the temptress thing? Maybe acrylic nails? I was thinking about getting acrylic nails. Acrylic nails? Yeah, what do you think? I think good luck finding a place that applies fake nails in Ladle. Oh, right. For now, leave the talents to me, history. Oh, wait, how did he actually sound? For now, that's not right. That sounded a bit like this. That's not right. For now. Sorry. No, the first was close. For now, leave the talents to me, history buff. That's what I'm gonna go with. Sure. What? I said I thought fast. Look, we're running out of time to get the project together. And you two are really dragging this out. That's all I'm saying. It's just a lousy busy work presentation. It's a challenging project that tests our knowledge of what it would take to colonize Mars. Yeah, busy work. Ugh. I wasn't really that into doing the presentation. To be honest, public speaking has always been a nightmare for me. Then I realized this could be an opportunity to hang out. And the more time we spend together, the more chances of a successful mission. There's nothing cringy about this. Come on, guys. Day's right. We should get together soon. I've been saying I'm down to do it. It's just gotta be the right time and place. And energy. Okay, how about tonight at the library? The library? At night? Yeah, Miss Bird let me study there when my house gets too disruptive. Are you nuts? That's not right at all. Are you nuts? Fuck me, I can't with this dude. Robert, you're gonna have a voice that I decide as I go. I don't go in there. Not a big reader? No. I get it. I mostly stick to fiction, so school libraries. My voice is not coming to me. I mean, no, as in that's not why I'd never go there at night. Okay. There's a cursed book in there. Here we go. A book that if you read it, you'll die in 14 days. No one knows what it looks like, but it sits somewhere on those shelves, waiting. What? What? Yeah, what? That's ridiculous. Is it? Then what do you think happened to Brian Brancher? He fell while climbing a cliff. Exactly 14 days after he was seen reading a strange book, where? Disney World, the library. It's the library. At the library? At the library. Boom. Nice one, history buff. Alright, I get it, even if I don't believe it. We can do it somewhere else then. Look, we should just slap some pictures of Mars on a Bristol board and call it a day. What is a Bristol board? Is this another touch situation? What is a Bristol board? Bristol board. Oh, that's a brand. Or no. No, it's not. It's just a type of board. It's like an illustration board. It's a normal drawing illustration board. Didn't know that was called that. Learned something today. I know you don't take school seriously, but I don't want to fail. Hey, Taylor's turned over a new leaf. I have? Totally, man. I can't remember ever seeing you at school so, like, consistently? Yeah, constantly. I mean, whatever. It's the last year. I just thought I'd make an appearance, at least. I was surprised to hear that even just showing up to school was a rare occurrence for Taylor. I heard he wasn't really into the whole school thing, but I didn't think it went that far. I remember wondering, what changed? Was it really just that it was the last year? It was so dense. We gotta stay focused. I don't care where we get together to work on the project, I just want to work on it. Say no more! We can do it tonight at my place! Yeah. Yeah, I'm not so sure I'll be able to make that. Oh, come on, man. I've got snacks, tunes, and a sweet mini bar. Plus, my parents will be out of town this weekend. It's perfect. I'm not sure that the minibar is going to get a ton of use during a study party. Party? Their little smile. Right, of course. So, wait. It's not a party then, right? I'm gonna say no. Oh. I don't blame you though, History Buff. It does contain all the elements that are required for a party. Yeah, except for one crucial feature. The people. That can easily be fixed though. Okay, Robert, it's starting to sound like your place might not be the best to concentrate on the project. Whoa, Day, relax. You can rely on me. My only interest is the task at hand. When it counts, I'm a lean green schoolwork machine. Only when it counts, though. Yup. Right. And how do you decide when it counts and when it doesn't? I just do. Like right now. I was a little like, does this one count? And then I was like, yeah, it totally does. Simple as that. Amazing. Okay, fine. Robert's house it is. We'll all meet there tonight. Does that work for everyone? Totally! I guess. For sure? Totally, I guess. Ooh! Which one is the temptress, I guess? I had just copied Taylor's answer. Okay, see you guys later then. Stella, can I talk to you for a sec? Sure. Taylor and Robert were off to the next period, and then it was just us. Stella, I'm gonna need you to help me get these two to actually show up and work on the project. What do you need? Why won't they focus? I'll do it. What do you need? What do you need me to do? I don't know, maybe you can go pick them up or something. The study party is at Robert's house, though. Okay, maybe you can just go check on them? I thought about going to check on Taylor and Robert, and how that would give me an opportunity to maybe have some quality alone time with each of them. Oh, also, can I get a ride from you to Robert's? That made 3. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Before I even thought about getting ready for the project, I needed to check in with a very important program. Who do you call when you want some pepperoni? Samurai Pizza Cats. Alright, is there a new note? Hope school's going well. Work project is going longer than I thought. It's been hard to wrangle the team together. Anyway, sorry I couldn't be home for dinner. There should be leftovers in the freezer. Love you, Dad. Messages? What we got? What's the messages? Message 1. Hey, it's Doug. I finally had a chance to go over the numbers on your property. My advice is to hold on to it for now. A lot of people seem fairly certain Ladle will benefit from the planned highway expansion. If the town had a direct route to Highway 10, you could be looking at double the current asking price. If you're still eager to turn it around, though, I'd be happy to act as your agent. Call me back either way. Message 2. Stella, we should probably talk about this project since it's already Saturday, huh? Anyways, if we're still going, I'll need a ride from the lake later. Give me a call if you can. Message 3. Hey, just wondering if you're, like, still going to Robert's tonight? I mean, if anyone else is. Anyway, give me a call and let me know if you're going, that is. I'll be at the campgrounds doing band practice if you want to swing by, so, yeah. Okay, bye. Message 4. Hey, History Buff! Just wondering what's happening tonight. I wanted to do this thing before our thing. I'll be at Highway 54 with a sick surprise. Anyways, give me a call. Alright, that'll be for later. Let's watch the television. We interrupt this program to give you this urgent weather update. It's 15 degrees in northern Ontario. No chance of rain. A perfect sunny day. We will walk you through the weather for the rest of the week here on Channel 5 News and Weather. Stay tuned for traffic after these commercial breaks. Okay. Do I just leave here? desk. After I cleared my desk, I wanted a place to keep all of my memories. So I decided to keep my important documents packed away and instead use the desk as a place to cheer myself up. Couldn't wait to look at the stuff people gave me after school that day. On the Slopes by Robert Rapterson. Icy wind flows through my feathers, my skin, my bones, crushed to the core, but I crush that hill. Watch the powder fly off the board, feel my blood pump, and the bright morning sun blinds me, makes me feel alive in the cold winter morning. On the Slopes. Oh, I just read that. What shit? I've done it again. Yep. Thank you. Okay. We've got a collectible. Great. Got window, we got bed. That day in my window, I thought about Day, Robert, or Taylor. I feel like when we finished the last time, the main thing that I was doing was like, I mean, I couldn't not go for the actual raptor, the potential raptor boyfriend. But now I feel less locked in, so I don't know how to feel about this. I think Taylor or Robert, maybe Day, I don't know. They're all fine. Just gonna do a random roll. Do a D3. It's the only way I can decide. I should always have, like, dice ready for something like this, actually. Because I can be indecisive. Dice roller. Thank y'all. I'm gonna need it to be... And it is a 1. So the first one, we're gonna talk to Day. Or no, we're gonna think about Day. This isn't even the phone call. Day seems to be really taking this project seriously. I mean, I see why she's worried about college, but sometimes I wonder, would she be happier if she didn't put so much effort into everything? Like, she gets so stressed about these small projects and, I don't know. I sometimes feel like I'd just be getting in the way of her goals, her life. I hope that's not true. Alright, are we gonna call Day or should I roll again? I guess I'll roll again. Rolling! The answer is 3. Day again! Dang! The universe wants me to be with Day. She's a fairy, that's pretty cool. Day. Hey, this is Agent Stella reporting. I've 2 slacker high school students in my sights. Haha. Don't worry about those clowns. I'm gonna round them up for you. Thanks, Stella. What's wrong? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have much faith in this project. Oh? Yeah, I mean, maybe it's more my faith in, like, the education system of Lato that's been shaken than anything else. Really? I guess that's fair. Totally, like, we're in senior year high school, and we're doing a project that requires Bristol board. Come on. Maybe Taylor's right, no one else is taking this seriously, why should I? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm actually pretty nervous about giving the presentation. Not a fan of the whole public speaking thing. I'm like the opposite of a fan. A hater. Yup, a public speaking hater, I guess. I just want to punch public speaking in the face. It's a little ridiculous. Whoa, why all the hate? It just sucks. I suck at it too. Everyone gets a bit nervous when it comes to public speaking though. I feel like I'm worse than like the average person, I don't know. Like my last presentation, it was about the ozone layer, which is a subject I really care about. And anyways, when I got up in front of the class, I got so nervous that I just started making jokes. Class laughed, and so I kept going, and when I looked at the teacher at the end of my presentation, he looked so upset. I realized that I just made a joke out of something so serious. That's not that bad. What? It sounds like you got some laughs, at least. Sure, but were they laughing with me or at me? Either way, I've done way worse. Really? Okay, maybe not during presentations. I've got a system and I usually nail them. But I've done plenty more embarrassing stuff. Like what? Okay, There was this one time, like when I was 8 years old or something, I ran away from home. Whoa, really? Yeah, I was such a silly kid. Why did you do it? I don't even remember. I think it was over a fight with my mom. Huh, I feel like that's pretty common kid stuff though, not like anything to be embarrassed about. Well, I was away the whole night and my mom was losing it. Oh my god. So she called for a police search and at that point, half the town was looking for me. Oh my god. My mom was already printing missing child posters by the time they found me. She was so furious with me, she dragged me out in front of the whole search party and the cops. She was all, DeAndre Lilly, you're grounded for the rest of your life as long as I'm concerned. Oh no, she middle named you in public? The grounding didn't last, obviously. But I had to go see a counselor for a little while afterwards. Eventually, I managed to convince everyone that I was fine, it was just a silly mistake. Wow, she sent you to like a child shrink or something? Yeah, or something like that. Anyways, you'll never guess where they found me. Where? Remember those Bert's Birthday Bash places? Ones with the shitty old arcade in the back? Oh my god, yeah, you went there? Why is this conversation? I must have thought in my 8-year-old head that I could just camp out in the ball pit overnight or something. Wait, when's your birthday? Oh, November 3rd. Why? So you're a Scorpio. Zodiac signs. Welcome everyone to the Zodiac chat. Tell me, anyone in the chat, can you tell me something I should know about Scorpios? I would be more than happy to learn. That makes perfect sense. What does? Scorpios are... Oh, sorry, I'm being taught by the game. What a shame. What a shame. Intense? Scorpios are fearlessly curious. You just wanted to see what was out there. I guess so. Do not forgive. They're intense, they do not forgive. We're learning, Kumite is teaching us. I definitely paid for it though. I got teased so hard for that incident for the rest of the year. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry. I got teased all the time when I was a kid. It's okay. Everyone gets teased at some point. I know some people who didn't. Well, those people are losers. I don't know what to do when it just says ha 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 like that. Wow, I guess it kind of helps knowing that even DeAndre Lilly can be teased. Yeah, of course. Oh no, don't make me regret telling you my middle name. I've gained the upper hand. I know your full name. And you have no idea that my middle name is Vivian. Crap. Wow, Stella Vivian Starosta. It's a family name. And I won't judge if you won't judge. That's fair. And we won't tell Robert and Taylor each other's full names. Agreed. So we have a deal. We have a deal, alright. Well played, Miss Lily. Well played. You played yourself, actually. Yeah, I guess I kinda did. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Seeing the ha-has down below is pretty funny. So, haha. You go first. I was just gonna say I got some pretty rad news, actually. Oh, what is it? Hey, shut up out there! I'm sorry? Sorry. It's my annoying brothers. I'm on the phone! Ugh. I'll have to tell you later. You still able to give me a ride to Robert's? Totally. And don't worry, I'll make sure Taylor and Robert are there to work on the project tonight. Thanks, Stella. Seriously, guys, I'm gonna kill you! I gotta go deal with these animals. I'll be at the lake at 7. I can tell you my news then. Oh yeah, cool, for sure. Cool. I gotta go now. See you then. Yeah, bye. Bye. That's it. You two are dead. I guess I had to wrangle everyone to get to Robert's that night. What I didn't know was how complicated that would actually be. Oh, band time. First, I went to see Taylor and Brandon at band practice. They were pretty good together, I guess. I was so surprised at Taylor's place. It was kind of small and cramped. It was like I had a window into his life for the first time in 4 years, and I didn't really understand what I was seeing. I guess I really didn't at the time. Alright, dude, let's call it. I don't think we're getting any further on this one. Oh, okay. Just not sure about your guitar sound, man. It's way too spacey or something. Not feeling it. I was just trying something different. Well, it doesn't sound heavy enough. It sounds weird. Yeah, man, and your vocals? Hey, what do you think? Oh, me? I love it. I don't know. How do we be a temptress? I don't know. I don't know if I'm not so good at... Man, why are you asking her? You should just turn down the delay next time. Sure, whatever. So, this is your place, huh? Yup, this is where the magic happens. Ugh. I remember these cabins from camp. It's not exactly Bigfoot-sized, huh? Hey, it's a sick pad. Look, we've got everything we need right here. Except a toilet. Whatever. There's an outhouse right outside. Oh, right out back. Dude, it's too much for ladylike sensibilities. I've peed in the woods before. We used to do that all the time. Aha, not together, I hope. So, where is everybody? Why are there so many vacant cabins? Oh, right. I guess you haven't heard. Camp's closed down. Oh my god, really? Yeah, man, for like years now. Oh. You never told me why. That sucks. I don't know. That sucks, I guess. Oh man, Taylor, that sucks. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Well, I can see that this band practice is pretty much over. Sure. So anyways, try and tighten up your playing. You've been getting kind of sloppy. Also, work on those lyrics. They're sounding too touchy-feely. Uh-huh. I know you're into that acoustic shit, but that's not gonna work for a live set. Sure, Brandon. Alright. Dude, don't forget we have practice on Fridays. Yeah. So maybe don't book your school shit on that night. Well, no promises, man. I still need to graduate, so... Sure, whatever. I'll see you later, I guess. Yeah, see ya. I was really surprised by the way Brandon talked to Taylor at this game. Like he wasn't even capable of thinking for himself. The Taylor I knew would have ditched him after that. I don't know if Raptor Boyfriend is going to be... We'll see. I'll think about it, but I don't know if Raptor Boyfriend's going to be the one that takes over for Tuesdays. I've got to take a look at the list I've got. There are so many good games to choose from. There have been a number that I've been thinking about recently, but I'm not sure. Not sure what it's going to be. We'll see, we'll see. Also, I've got a video coming out on Friday. I'm going to release it a little later. I realize 5 p.m. is not great, probably for a lot of people. So I'm releasing it at 7 p.m. You know, give people time to be off work. We'll see if that makes a difference. I mean, there's no making up for the fact that I don't have a lot of subscribers. So, like, it's still a luck game, but yeah, I'm going to try that out and we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a fun one. It is, I will reveal, Kumite, I would not be devastated. Yeah, yeah. I figure you're not, in theory, alone. Insofar as, like, if it comes out then most people, most humans, because I'm already doing these streams at a time where only a select few people probably can listen, which I have to think about it if there's some way that I want to ameliorate that, like adding another day that's at a time that makes more sense for streaming. I've still got a lot to figure out. Oh, Kumite. No, not doing Raptor Boyfriend, lol. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Raptor Boy, it's a cute little game, but, you know, I don't want to downplay it. Like, it's amusing, and there's probably a lot going for it, but I don't know if it's the right level of balance, because I'm good with doing plenty of reading and character stuff when I'm doing these streams, but I also like there to be kind of an ebb and flow to it. Actually, Dream Daddy was pretty good at that. It's probably why I ended up doing all of Dream Daddy, not just because I thought it was amusing, but there did feel like, you know, a switch between the different people, and the vibe with each one was so different, and there were mini games. It was more, I don't know, it was more doable for me and the way that my brain works. So, not so sure. Yeah, I think DD writing, Dream Daddy writing just set the bar high. Yeah, I think that's definitely part of it too. The writing's good. It's the writing, because I know there are a ton of really well written, and I'm sure Raptor Boyfriend is well written. I haven't really gotten to it. And also, they're trying to parody something that's written a very specific way. So I think they've effectively written this game, it feels like. But yeah, it's a different style, and it's mostly that reading stuff, which I do enjoy. But maybe for the purposes of the streaming, it may make more sense to switch up to something that is a little bit more of a mix of things. Like, one of the things I've been thinking about is Coffee Talk. Which, here, let me switch, just since I'm doing game things right now. Look at Archie. That's my good boy. Hi, bud. But I thought about Coffee Talk, then there's a lot there. It is also a lot of reading. Kumite, the emo RPG was fun, but I'm assuming it's pretty short. Yeah, that was super fun too. That seemed to like it had a decent amount going for it, and it was a pixel game. It was I think a Game Boy Color ROM hack, something along those lines. This is fun. Yeah, I could for sure see myself playing that game again. There's just a ton. Let me actually, you know, while we're here, let me look at my list. There are no rules. I could do what I want. It's my stream. Where are we? You pick this up. I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch this. I think I'm good for now with the game. I'm gonna pause on Raptor Boyfriend. I may come back to that in the future. I'm just gonna close that down. Yes, I do want to quit for now. It'll be good. I had a playlist set up that I can play just to have some fun little background music. Let's see, where was it? Where were the playlists? It was like, it's like some good. I should have saved it in the obvious place. Oh, this is the wrong account. That would explain why. I do want to get some good old music in. Or were you thinking, Kumite, or were you thinking something in the Life is Strange cinematic universe, right? Yeah, Kumite, that's definitely something that I was considering. That's one of the ones that's in my list, for sure. Where is that freaking thing? Let me find it. It was the no. What the hell is it called? Content. What's that dang thing called? Free to use? Like that? Here we go. Where is that community? No copy. There it is. Let's shuffle this. There we go. Have a little bit of fun music, and I'm gonna switch what I'm doing to just chatting, which is a thing that you can do on here. And I do want to do that sometimes. I'm still figuring out the balance of all this stuff. One thing I wanted to talk about today that like has nothing to do with anything else I do is Colleen Ballinger shit. Holy crap. I have not talked a lot about anything in the like YouTube drama world, but since I listen to so much H3, I can't help myself. I get so like caught up in all that drama. And I've learned a lot about Colleen Ballinger. Oh my god, and her family. If you're not aware, Colleen Ballinger is also known as Miranda Sings. Who's a really creepy character. Don't like that. She was like a big deal on YouTube for a good long time. Hopefully the music is okay, volume-wise. But yeah, Colleen Ballinger's bad. I mean, there's so much stuff that's been released recently, especially by somebody who used to be like a big fan and involved in a number of ways, named Adam, that has uncovered some stuff about Colleen Ballinger being like a creep to children, kind of a bit of a groomer situation, allegedly, although the evidence is very strong. And oh, this music, let me pick another song a little bit. Maybe this isn't the right vibe. Free to use. What we got? Community. This was Trap Nation. Let me see what this is gonna sound like. Let's see how this goes. It's a little chiller. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Colleen Ballinger stuff. So they found out so much stuff about, you know, her having had these really creepy chats with a bunch of children. People who were like between 13 and 16 and stuff. And they weren't... Oh, that's getting loud. We're gonna chill out just a bit. Oh, it's apparently about as low as it gets. Yeah. Kumite, being a groomer is bad enough. Being a groomer with a ukulele is straight to hell worthy. You're not wrong. Yeah, so getting to that point with all of the grooming allegations, whatever you want to call them, and her, like, not saying anything, continuing to do her live show, and then all of a sudden, after a little bit of while, well, she stopped doing her podcast that she was doing with Trisha Paytas, which is a whole thing. Oh man, this is really going, huh? I don't know if I'm ready for this either. God, I need to find a good balance. Let's see. I'm gonna find a better one. And I'll just be watching out to make sure that nobody gets mad at me with copyright. Because these are all copyright free. They should be fine. What is this? It's just called Inspire. It's so extra. Let me find something else. Let's see. Small animals. What does that mean? Show all. Is it just a bunch of small animals making noise? Oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Wow. This one is literally called Here We Go. Cool. Oh, what was I saying? Colleen Ballinger stuff. So yeah, all of those allegations going around. On H3, they did a full breakdown of the stuff. Olivia on H3 broke it down, which I did make a video about Olivia. So it is officially on brand for me to talk about this, which I created for myself. But yeah, so it became a big thing that H3 did this long episode, few hours talking about the Colleen Ballinger drama. And then, like, I think that week was their last week before they took 2 weeks off, and the day after they took time off, she released that ukulele video. Fuck me, that ukulele video. It is hard to believe that's a real thing that exists in the world. Like, I have watched it enough of it, and I've seen enough, like, people making fun of it, that it's starting to lose. I think maybe she's succeeding a bit in this, but it's starting to lose, like, its reality a bit. Like, it's harder for me to deal with the fact that was a real thing that she tried to do to get away with being potentially a groomer. Also, you know, there's other stuff going on. Her brother is like, definitely some weird pedo stuff going on with the brother, allegedly. Yeah, there are a couple of people that came out with like a bunch of chats with her brother. It's all very bad. It's all very bad. It's all creepy stuff. All bad stuff. Even her ex-husband, there was some creepy stuff there. But they did a video yesterday. They're finally back after a little break. They did another sort of drama breakdown that Olivia led, presentation of PowerPoint. And it was mainly just about the ukulele apology. That was like the main focus of the thing. I need you to be slightly quieter, but I don't even know if I can do anything about that. There we go. That's a little better. But yeah, they went through it. It was the episode was almost 5 hours long yesterday. It had been a couple weeks since they had done anything, but god damn, like the amount of details that they talked about, that even more than they had talked about the couple weeks ago. It's absolutely nuts. But yeah, that's 4 hours and 45 minutes was the eventual length. I did watch somewhat passively, but also my partner and I both watched mostly the whole of the thing. It starts with a pretty funny parody of the ukulele thing that involves like a church choir. It's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. But god, that lady, like, they also got a few of the people who have released like their text messages. Some of the people that were kids at the time, they were actually on the podcast, on the H3 podcast yesterday. They came on and they talked for a bit. Ethan asked a bunch of questions. I feel like that part was at least like a couple of hours of the thing, was just these interviews basically with these people that were kids at a time when they were being, to some extent, like taken advantage of. In one case, it was one of the people that was their name is Oliver, go by he him now, and Oliver was in a chat with Trent, the brother, who's a real creep. So it was just like, and then there was another dude that was like involved in, his name was Johnny. He was involved in the whole like all of her tour stuff. He was highly involved, and he got a lot of receipts too. God, it's really bad. However you look at it, there's so much bad Colleen stuff. But again, it's just hard for me to, like, for my brain to process that apology video. Kumite, someone needs to interview their parents, methinks. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Okay, this was very interesting about the interview that I thought was, you're onto something. So, for example, when it comes to the guy who worked on, he had a history. There was like, God, there's so much in my head right now. So early on, the first thing I kind of learned was about a group of kids that were in a chat, and that group of kids was like the main focus. It was Adam, the person who talked about, made all the allegations initially. At first he was kind of written off, and then later they came back and made more allegations when things were like, people were more open to listening to them. And that group of kids was mostly what I had heard about up to that point. And then there were apparently there's like, what I learned from those interviews is that Colleen and her family like had groups of kids in waves that they would interact with. And what I mean by that is, when they were of a certain young age, they would be the ones they'd focus on, and then they would kind of like evolve out of that age. This is so creepy, and the whole thing is creepy. But then there would be another group of kids, and then they would be kind of the focus, and then there would be another group of kids. And the first group, it sounds like, were called the Cookies, which is also already kind of strange. I don't know how to feel about that. They called themselves the Cookies, I think, and they would do a video chat like 5 times a week. I don't remember what they called the software, but it's some weird software. They do a video chat. Sometimes Colleen would jump on. Sometimes some of the other family would join on, or her ex-husband and stuff. And sometimes they would just spectate and watch. But long story short, Johnny, one of the guys who was interviewed, the one who had worked on the tours, he was one of the Cookies. He eventually, a lot of things happened. Sounds like a Zoom cult. It really did. It was really strange. Like, the idea of these adults, these like 27-year-old and older folks that are sitting there spectating a Zoom call with like children, and then sometimes going on and then like pinning them against each other. It's just awful. But what I was saying is Johnny was part of this cookie group, and he went to a show, ended up getting kind of like, wow, there's so much. Colleen's ex-husband gave him his phone number when they met at her show, her live show. And after that, they became very close. But you mentioned the thing earlier about parents. And the thing that really creeped me out, I mean, there are so many things that creep me out about this story. But one of the big things that super creeped me out about it is... I just realized the title still says queer love, whatever. One of the things that really weirded me out is they got to know the parents. Like they, in Johnny's case, for example, both Colleen and her ex-husband and some other people allegedly got, I don't know if I need to say allegedly, whatever. He told the story. According to him, they got to know his parents well. Like, apparently Colleen would refer to, or one of them would refer to his like mom as their Chicago mom. Like they would go out to dinner with the families just to show that, like, listen, you don't have anything to worry about, you know, we're gonna be good to your kids, we care about you too. And so like when shit happened with their family, like when they got divorced, the whole family was like invested in this situation. It wasn't just the kid, which is even worse. Like that's some grooming shit. Like that's like deeply grooming shit, especially because they knew, it seems like they knew that the brother had some bad shit going on with some, like, I don't know, a tendency to be creepy with children. Oop. Archie, you just changed the thing again. Hi, bud. He's up on the desk. Oh, you can see him now. Great. Kumite, see, I understand how this happened with Michael Jackson because he was a superstar, but like, who is this woman? The thing is, to a certain group of people of a certain age, and that age happens to be fairly young, she was their Michael Jackson. I mean, she was, it's a weird way to describe that, certainly. There's a lot of unpacking that would have to be done to really make that make sense. But like, she was a singer. She was like their person that they loved, their favorite singer. And Miranda Sings was like the funniest, you know, comedy thing they'd ever seen. They were obsessed. They'd have, you know, all of these kids that would do, Colleen would do these live shows either on the East Coast or West Coast. And you hear of all these stories of these kids that are like, that like beg and beg until their parents take them to one of those shows. Like they could be in the Midwest and they're like going to New York to see Colleen. Like these are big deal. I mean, this happens with like weird kids shows and shit. Like sometimes that happens, and she just happened to be, she was also super inappropriate. One of the things that they talked about in the stream that I found pretty amusing was the fact that there was this thing from like 2018 that was this couple, this like 30-year-old couple that was live tweeting their experience of going to Colleen's show. They didn't have kids, they weren't going with the kids. They didn't know that she was largely a kids act. And so when they show, because they were like, everything she does is so ruthlessly inappropriate. Like, you know, we thought this was like some comedian that we liked that was adult. They showed up and it was full of children and some of their parents. They felt super weird about being there. But they also like kind of live tweeted some of the shit. Let me see if I can find that. I can share my screen probably. 2018 show. Like, you're at the show. Here we go. Found it. Thank you, Reddit. Let's see if I can find the, yes. Oh no, this is just one of the tweets. Do we have a link to the full thread? Oh, this does have the full thread on it. Okay. I share. Let's see about screen. How am I gonna do this? Window recording? That'll probably work. Oh, you Queer Games bundle. You shouldn't be there. Whoop. Goodbye. Let's see here. We want the window to be Reddit. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. It's kind of like perfectly zoomed. Okay. So let's go through this together. Let's have a fun time. So there's this guy. Here's this guy. Wife and I got tickets to see a comedian we really like, which first off, comedian is pushing it when it goes to Colleen. We really like. The entire crowd are children with their parents. We are very confused. We are two 30-year-olds sitting in the crowd drinking beer, getting weird looks. Let me put it over here so I actually speak into the microphone. See if it doesn't get mad at me. It doesn't seem to care that I'm doing this, so whoop, we're just gonna put that up there. Seems, oh, the main problem is that I'm blocking the captions now. Let me put it up here. Perfect. Hey, that was actually not too bad. A little seamless. We are two 30-year-olds sitting in the crowd drinking beer, getting weird looks. This is going to be awkward. This is going to be a thread. 1 of 9. Let's zoom in a bit on this. Whoop, whoop. I guess it's just, I'm going to have to read it. It's not super easy to see, but whatever. We already have plans on how to evacuate in case this is indeed a show for kids. This is one of the awkwardest moments in my entire life. And permit this person to not be the most interesting person in the world. Average age in our row, 10, including us. Children are wooing and clapping like crazy. Lights are still on. Show didn't start yet. 2 other people our age just walked in. They look just as shocked as we are. All the parents are drinking. All of them. She is starting. Children are screaming. I'm deaf. She just said something about eating Tide Pods. Children are wooing. What the actual fuck is going on? Then we get... Holy shit, she just called one of the moms a dick. Oh my god. I mean, it's a little extra too, but... you can actually see... You can't really see it when I put it in this other screen. Whatever. It's just not going to be optimal. This is definitely not a show for kids. The theater is filled with shock and pissed off parents. Oh my god, this is amazing. Not even the children understand her jokes. Parents are shocked, and we are just sitting here drinking beer. Oh boy. There's a whole monologue about porn going on. All the parents are just sighed. Children are cheering. This is beyond amazing. She just brought a girl from the audience on stage and told her that she's dressed, quote, like porn. That's a Miranda Sings thing. I'm not going to pretend that's not a thing, but it's still fucking weird. It's weird no matter how you spin it when you talk to kids about porn. It's fucking weird. This is so fucking amazing. The word testicle crack was said. Great. She just asked for boys to come to the stage. Dads want in. There's not enough popcorn in the world right now. Never in my life have I seen so many shocked parents and children that have no friggin' idea what they're laughing and cheering about. Wife just finished her beer. The mom who sits next to her gave her the stink eye. A Trump joke was just said. Children are cheering. Parents are shocked. She wants help from the crowd to perform her own birth. Children are going apeshit. A shy-looking teenage boy from the audience is going to play the role of her mother. This is fucking weird. It's super weird. What does this smell, Mom? Are you cooking cabbage? Boy reading from a script. No, this is my placenta. Just heard the mom next to us go, what the fuck? Now it's a giant parody on Disney songs. Children are losing their minds. Again, the entire crowd are kids. This is fucking amazing. Ugh, yeah, ugh indeed. There's a big thing on screen that says, I hope you fucking die. There's another one that says, and I switched to porn because it was easier to explain. It's time for the great reveal. Ba, 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 ba. One mom is dragging her daughter out the theater. Oh, dear Lord. Period joke. Mom next to us covered her 7-year-old daughter's ears. It just keeps going and going. One more. Show is over. Miranda Sings / Colleen is a role model for every child in this world. Wow. Just fucking wow. So, again, this is, one example and, a goofy example at that. But to me, it speaks to how obsessed these kids are with the stuff and the content itself. In the apology, one of the things that she says is, well, it's always, in her sings, I'm not fucking singing, but that it's all like PG-13 and it always has been, which is A, a lie, and B, also PG-13 still includes children of several ages, and what you're doing with those children is still not fucking appropriate, even if they're above the age of 13. It's just a bad point, but also it sounds like all of her shows were like a majority of kids around you know, like 10 years old, and between 10 and 16. And so it's like, it whatever, you know, she doesn't take any responsibility in that video. That video is absurd. I'm not going to go into detail about it because it's been criticized to hell and done well at that, but it's like, people called it an apology. It is not one. It is just someone. Oh, you have moved the mic. I'm sure that sounded great. Thanks, Archie. Love you, bud. Okay, can we stop going back and forth? You want me to be done. You're making it hard for me to finish the stream the way I want to, and I don't appreciate that. Archie, come over here. If you're gonna be up here, get away from the microphone. He makes his tail hit the microphone so hard, and I feel bad because I know that makes a bad sound. Oh, you're gonna lay down. That's fine. Cool. Sorry about that. Long story short, it wasn't an apology. She always, the fucking beginning of it where she's like, I'm gonna stick to the facts, and she says no facts, and then she says she's taking accountability, and she takes no accountability. It's one of the worst things I've seen in recent memory. When you are alleged to have been inappropriate with children, to turn around and do that. It is hard, really hard for me to believe that's a real thing that exists in the universe. Like a sincere attempt. The other thing I saw, part of the reason I wanted to talk about this today, because this did not come up. Well, first off, all her venue stuffs, I don't know if it's her or them, have canceled all of the future ones. She was just continuing doing her live shows, but now they are getting canceled. But what I did see is she's going to every one of the ways that she can to monetize the 10-minute song that she made. It's like, so she is capitalizing on her non-apology about fucking grooming kids. What is one of the lines? One of the lines is like, the only thing I've ever groomed are my 2 Persian cats. That may be the worst line I've ever heard in my life. That may be the worst thing anyone said in context. I can't think of a lot worse than that. But anyway, yeah, that was it. That was all I really wanted to talk about. Kumite, I mean, shameless, but if that income stream's gonna drive, that is definitely what's happening. No doubt. Like, listen, is it a practical, logical thing to do if you want to make money and you know that things are not looking up? Sure. But it is still so goddamn shameless. So fucked to, like, produce. I mean, don't get me wrong. One of the things that was really weird about the H3 episode, actually, was that they were talking a ton, like a ton, about, and by they I mean mostly Ethan. He's so ridiculous in that sometimes he feels the need to devil's advocate a bit too much, be too balanced. And so he, like, you know, talks about how talented she is and how apparent it is that she's super musically talented, which, sure, but, like, I don't know why that was a focus in the podcast. It kept coming up, like, over and over, but she's so talented. It's really impressive. It's like, okay, sure, yeah. She also rehearsed it, and the song, you know, the song was, yeah. Wow, yeah, he didn't need to go that far. Yeah, agreed, he didn't. I mean, he was just, like, he was acknowledging, you know, in his mind, he's like, listen, if I'm gonna be really critical, I have to be fair, but, like, that lady, in that context, does she really need your fairness right now in that way? Is that fairness? Is it fairness? Kumite, placenta smells like cabbage. Yeah, she's the next Johnny Cat. Yeah, listen, she can sing fine. But it was so absurd to me, the amount of time that was spent on it. Olivia, who was leading the thing, was, like, not having it. She was like, please stop complimenting her. It's like mediocre music. Olivia was perfect in the episode per usual. But yeah, then they, and I think it was largely because of, Olivia is a fallen fan of Colleen on the H3 podcast. She has a lot of context for Colleen, and Miranda Sings has gone to her show, waited afterwards to get things signed. Like, she was, like, legit a fan. It apparently was a very, very big thing. But she brings a unique perspective, and I think she has a big part in why the three people that chose to be on, I mean, they basically said as much near the end. Their choice to be on the podcast and talk openly with them. One of the reasons they wanted to be on the podcast, it sounds like, is, God, I can't go into this detail because it is way too deep of a well. Nobody needs to hear about this. But the Ethan and Trisha Paytas and frenemies, there's a lot going on there. But long story short, Trisha Paytas, Colleen Ballinger were doing a podcast. They started a podcast like a month ago, and they did a few episodes together. And one of the things that most recently came out, and it came out because of shared text messages from Johnny, I think primarily, who was one of the people that was on H3. And Johnny had released some stuff that was basically showing very clearly Colleen had been making fun of Trisha, fat shaming her a ton, you know, sending pictures jokingly from Trisha Paytas's OnlyFans. It was a whole fucking thing. But yeah, what was my point of that? But that was news. I mean, that was something new to come out of it. Was that Trisha? Oh yeah, one of the reasons that they decided to show up to the show is they wanted to, in part, to pressure Trisha to actually speak out about what was going on, because there was, and by releasing that stuff that was specific to Trisha and was shitty, it did pressure effectively her to make a video that was like, I don't, you know, I'm anti Colleen, essentially, like I'm not going to speak her name ever again. And I don't think it would have happened probably until they had put out that stuff that showed very clearly that Colleen was really shitty. They also showed some other evidence that was pretty funny of the fact that Colleen was just like the kind of person that would just throw constant, like the most evil of shade at every person. High stream elements. I don't know if you're necessary right now. I think it's just a few of us sitting around chit-chatting about nothing. I don't think this is probably the minute that anyone's going to follow, but I appreciate your stream elements. You're doing your job. But yeah. I already follow them streaming. Yeah, I know. Everything, the way that it works is it does it every 30 minutes if there has been enough chats. Like, it's like there has to, I set it up, the rules, but I set it up assuming that not a lot of people would be chatting. So in the cases when people do chat more, it does pop up more, which kind of makes sense. I don't know. It's fine. But it is funny to see it pop up. It's because there have been more than 5 chats since the last time, 30 minutes ago or an hour ago or whatever. But yeah, anyway. This Colleen shit is nuts. But yeah, the Trisha Paytas thing, she apparently made a fairly sincere video. I've never been a Trisha person. I never really followed her stuff. I didn't even watch when Frenemies was a thing. I've seen a bit now just because I've been morbidly curious about the drama that went on, and there was some nutty drama. To give some insight into some of that drama, Kumite, I'm a fan of her baby naming talents. What are her baby names? I'm sure I knew this. She's married to... Okay, saddle up. If you don't know this lore about Trisha Paytas, I'm going to give you a little bit. She's married to a man named Moshe. Malibu Barbie. Oh my god. Oh my god. She shamed. Oh man, there was so much shit. There's so much shit that I want to run down. This drama is yum yum yum. Eat it up for me. Malibu Barbie is so ridiculous. She's married to Moshe. Moshe is the brother of Ela Klein, i.e. Ethan Klein's wife, who is also from Israel. It's not particularly relevant. But the thing is, they met through, you know, their mutual knowing each other through frenemies and other stuff like that, and they've since been married. There was so much drama. It's stuff that they're very careful not to talk about as much as possible. There's a voice crack for you. But they don't talk about it much. Ela in particular is very, very careful about her words whenever Trisha is even remotely related to a conversation. But what happened was, there's a lot of history here. But in the short version is Trisha. I don't know what exactly is going on with Trisha. I know she was diagnosed maybe with bipolar disorder. She's got a lot going on. That's for sure. It's complicated. I don't really understand it enough to speak to what's going on with her, but I know that she did lash out quite a bit in a number of occasions, and sometimes on the podcast live. But she had a tendency to be jokingly, but not really jokingly, really critical of Ethan and Hila's parenting. Was one of the things that I think became a big issue. Is she kept saying, implying, but directly saying on a lot of occasions that, like, because they had a nanny, they were bad parents. And you know, the short version of that was, you guys, I wouldn't do that. Like, I can't believe you guys spent so much time away from your kids. You guys are like, that's, you know, whatever. And it was also, she would also air out that she felt that Hila didn't like her. Again, on this show that was with Hila's husband, Ethan, and Hila was really uncomfortable with that. And at a certain point, Hila had asked Ethan, hey, can you, like, not talk about me anymore? It's, like, making me super uncomfortable, you know, especially with the context of the fact that, you know, my brother and her are together. And it seems like ever since she got together with Hila's brother, Hila and her brother's relationship basically broke down slowly and but surely, because he wouldn't step up when stuff was uncomfortable. He would just kind of quietly take Trisha's side. But yeah, basically things went on long enough that the relationship between brother and sister broke down. The relationship between Hila and Trisha broke down, but Trisha was airing that laundry quite a lot publicly, either in her own little posts, or on the Frenemies show. And on one occasion, she started to do it, and Ethan said, "Let's not talk about that," because she brought up, you know, Hila not liking her. And Ethan's like, "That's not true, but let's not talk about it." And basically says, you know, Hila doesn't want us to talk about her, which was a little bit of a mistake to put it that way. But by doing that, it just set Trisha off, because their whole deal was they were like open books on the show. They would share whatever. And so, like, this idea that Hila was above it, like they, you know, couldn't talk about Hila, really hit her the wrong way. I think it was just a lot of built up, complicated resentment and stuff. And she just lost it on the show, like on the live show. And like, that was the last episode they ever filmed of Frenemies. Was this episode where they had this huge fight on air, and halfway through the episode, Trisha storms off. It was really cool. There were parts of it that were a little funny, like in the show. I don't remember a lot about the episode, but Moshe, her husband, Hila's brother, had gone out to get pizza for them, and when he got back, he was holding all the pizzas, and like at that point, Trisha was like losing it. And so she, you know, she's so angry, and he's like, what's happening? I've just brought back the pizzas. And she, yeah, it was really fucking funny. But yeah, she stormed out, and is this like a meme? I feel like I've seen that. I don't know if it is. I don't know if it became a meme. I'm not sure. But I watched it because, again, like when I kept hearing whispers about Trisha, and I knew there was this history. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, that is Community. It is the exact same vibe, though, of Troy walking in with the pizzas and like, oh, fuck, turning around. That is Community. I forgot about that. But yeah, that super duper happened on that episode. And I think Ethan, especially because this is family. I mean, at this point, she is family, you know, literally married into the family. And so they wanted to do everything they could to make it work. And he did a lot of, like, you know, trying to, like, make a point out of, like, you know, don't shame her, like, it was a difficult situation, she's going through it, whatever. And there was like a text back and forth that he ended up sharing that was like, you know, I totally understand, I'm sorry that I went off like that, whatever. And she ended up making a video like on her TikTok or some shit. I don't know where she made the video, YouTube, somewhere. That was basically like, fuck them forever, essentially. Long story short, it was, you know, I am not over this. And so, yeah, at that point, Ethan was like, yeah, I'm done. Not doing this anymore. And Hila had it, and like Hila refused to even, I don't know, even say anything that would imply that Trisha existed for a long time. She's clearly a lot more comfortable than she used to be. But watching yesterday's episode and watching the moment, I don't I feel like I'm at 3:20. I've gone way over just talking about this because I can't help myself. Kumite, love this drama recap with Spawn music in the background. I don't know why I'm reading Kumite. It's of course you. Just you and me chatting. It is. Listen, it was the best of the choices. Would you rather the 8-bit music be playing right now? I don't think so. But yeah, fuck me though. Like, I feel like we need the Spawn music for our mental health as I talk about these. Like, there's another voice crack for you. But yeah, like that drama is big, and so watching her react to when they bring up Trisha in the episode yesterday was really something. You could just see her like very uncomfortable and very careful. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. One of the things that was funny about the episode too is their last episode before leaving was a live episode, and they had Howie Mandel on it. He's a friend of the show, not of this show, but a friend of their show on H3. And he was on their live show, and they were able to get him in the context of playing like, yeah, Kumite. He's like a friend of Ethan's because of a lot of things. I don't want to give it away because that gets us into a territory where I have to explain even more deep lore. Which I don't know if I can go that deep. But what was funny is at one point they were playing a goofy version of Family Feud on the live show, and someone said it was a category like, what, you know, name something that would get the H3 show kicked off YouTube again. And someone said child pornography was essentially the. Oh my god, it bleeped it out. That's fair. No one knows what I said. But they clipped a moment where Howie Mandel points at the screen and says, "Show me child pornography," and they used that quite a bit in the episode that they did about the Colleen apology, because it is a funny, relevant clip because of all that happens with the Ballinger family. It was amazing. It really, really was. Yeah. I think that's... How is that not everywhere? You know? I don't know. It's great, though. Howie has been through some stuff recently. The reason... I feel like I'm just so deep. You know, you can only get so wet at this point. So, fuck it. Howie Mandel. You ready? You ready, Kumite? Ready for some Howie Mandel stuff? Cause this part is pretty damn funny to me. Howie Mandel, I don't know if you know this. If you don't know this, this is so fun that I get to tell you this. But Howie Mandel on TikTok. No, I'm good. I got energy for this. I'll do the quick version and then I'll wrap for today. But Howie Mandel, because I also get credit for the more time I stream in terms of like other shit. So who cares? I might as well if I've got the energy. Howie Mandel on TikTok, he's had a really strange TikTok presence. I don't know if you're aware of it at all. But one of the things that he would do is he would post like gross stuff. And on one occasion, he posted this thing that became like the whole of H3 for a long time. He posted something, a picture of something, and he says something along the lines of, "Is this COVID related?" Or no, he said, "My friend whatever bent," I don't remember, Neil. "My friend Neil bent over, and this is blah blah blah." Is this COVID related? What he was showing. Oh man, can I even say these words out loud? He shows an act that can be done purposefully, but usually is not. That has to do with your butt. He had posted a picture. I know he's a notorious germaphobe, so dying to know. Yeah. I feel like I should just, maybe I should just say it. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for it. I have to just, I mean, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Anyway, have you heard of a prolapse? He showed the image that he had put on his TikTok was an image of a prolapse. A prolapsed anus. He claims, and has claimed for quite a long time, that he did not know what that was. That he just thought it was a gross thing that he was putting on. He kept saying he thought it was wet cake, which it fucking is not that. Yeah, because people can, there's like a fetish where like people can do that on command, and there's all kinds of stuff. I've learned so much about prolapses because of H3, which is so strange. But yeah, he became H3. Ethan did a lot of content around that because it was so funny to him that it seems how he doth protest too much. Yeah, it ended up being a very funny thing, and how he was so afraid because he lost sponsors because of it. Like, he lost sponsors in a very real way because he shared that stuff. I'm looking at it. Does it look okay? Yeah, it looks okay. And so he was like really timid at first talking about the situation because he's like trying to save face about having posted a fucking prolapse. At the live show, he came out of something they designed, which was supposed to look like a giant prolapse. So like, it's a big thing in the lore. He came on the episode. You are, Peanut Butt, but you've come in at a very strange time. Welcome, Peanut Butt. You want to hear about this prolapse stuff? Your timing is really interesting. I was just talking about Howie Mandel and the H3 podcast and the context of them becoming close. Welcome, Peanut Butt is almost apropos for this conversation. Oh, welcome. Thanks for the follow. I'm so glad you can follow right now. I'm so glad I kept talking about this. Your laugh is amazing. We'll have a follow. Thank you, Peanut Butt. Peanut Butt? Your name is amazing. How about that? So as I was talking about, he came on the show and they had a normal interview about a bunch of different stuff. The first way that he kind of ingratiated himself toward the Klein family is he got Teddy Fresh stuff, which is their like fashion brand. Is like Ela Klein primary's fashion brand. It's gotten pretty big actually. The fashion brand, they've had like a deal with Marvel at this point. They've done some Godzilla merch. I just bought something that I'm very excited to show off on stream in the future. But he had bought some of the merch and he wore it in like the press shots outside of AGT. The 3, what does it say? The 3 is an E. Lol, it's just Peanut. I'm sorry. But in a wacky way, you can just call me PB or Peanut for simplicity's sake. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Listen, you have to understand how I made this mistake. It very much looks like Peanut Butter. Okay? Peanut Butter. Peanut Butter 67. I apologize. I have made a terrible mistake. But I appreciate the follow. You're so welcome here. It's a joy to have you. and you got me one step closer to affiliate, and I could not thank you more for that. So close. It's only a few more. No problem. Great. I'm glad you haven't lost your mind over it. But listen, Peanut Butter is a great name too. Peanut Butter's good. But consider both pretty good. Anyway, so he wore the Teddy Fresh merch when they were taking press photos outside of America's Got Talent. He's like, he's one of the judges and hosts of America's Got Talent. And so they loved that. It was huge exposure for Teddy Fresh. I'm sure it made a huge difference in them selling more. And so they ended up having him on the show. They ended up chatting a bunch and then having him on the show. And they have a whole conversation with him. And at a certain point, oh, that's super nice. Thank you so much, Peanut Butter. Peanut Butter. Peanut Butter. Yeah, I'm so close. I've got all the qualies. I just need 3 more followers. 3 more. If you can get 3, you're a hero. I'll take them. Yum, yum, yum. Whatever version of a follow I get, it makes me happy. That's really kind of you, though, Peanut Butter. Or PB. Or Peanut. I'll go with... Oh, I like Peanut Butter. I like to remember what I messed up. Going back to it again, because I keep distracting myself. Hi, buddy, Archie. Can we... You're gonna sit right in front of the camera. You come down here? Would you like to get cozy down there? Thank you. So he came on the show. They had a normal interview, and he was very timid the whole time because, again, he had lost sponsors recently. And he knew how much H3 had been talking about the prolapse situation. And so he, at a certain point, the conversation turns. They had gotten a guy. I want to get his name. Because he's like super awesome, actually. What is his name? Everything that I'm Googling right now can definitely get me in trouble. What is his name? Oh, shit. Can't remember his name. I'm gonna find it. But suffice it to say, they had a professional, person who did a very specific type of pornography associated with prolapsing on the show, and they didn't show it obviously on air, but they showed him live on the thing. They had a little conversation, and then he prolapsed live on camera for Howie, and the reaction is so goddamn funny. The whole thing is hilarious. And so yeah, that whole situation was incredible. But it's ingratiated, the whole like goofiness around his decision to do that, and it's ended up being, as you might imagine, like he was so scared of the fact that he had posted this thing and that he had lost, some followers. He'd lost some like subscribers. He did a podcast. He'd also lost, like I said, sponsorship deals because of posting this thing. And he was so afraid of saying the wrong thing. He had his son on the program with him, and he kept looking at him like, am I saying the wrong thing? Am I going to get in trouble for saying this? But it turned out, hey, welcome to the water. Hello, Wen. I love your name. It's no peanut butter. No, it's a good name. Hello, and welcome to the water. I appreciate you. That's 48. Peanut Butter, you're a miracle worker. You're a dang miracle worker. Well, that's 2 away. That's nuts. That is nutty stuff right there. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the follow. To continue the story, but yeah, they become close because of it, and I don't even know what that had to do with fucking anything else. But yeah, long story short, they are close now. Ethan talks about like texting him all the time, and he was on their live show. Doesn't really have a lot to do with... Oh, that's why. I've remembered now. I don't even know. Kumite, are you still there? I think the reason that I started talking about it was they got that clip of him saying that phrase that they used a bunch when they were talking about stuff. Sure am, Kumite. Yeah, did you see what happened? Peanut Butter showed up, and he changed my life. Peanut Butter's here. Can you believe it? But yeah, they used that clip a ton during yesterday's episode. You can only imagine how many times, considering the fact that they fucking streamed for 4 hours and 45 minutes, that podcast. And like, my partner was asking me how listen, I'm not the Messiah. Peanut Butter. Listen, how long have we known each other, Peanut Butter? You and I go way back. Peanut Butter, you know how much I care about you and how much of a difference you're making, you know? Messiah might be a little much. How far back do we go? You know, we got history. You and me, Peanut Butter. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich today for lunch. Do you think that was an accident? Do you think this is a coincidence that you've arrived and saved my life? No, it's not. Anyhow. Gosh. Wow, off the rails it has been today. But at least we accomplished the main goal, which is to say that we finished Dream Daddy. That was really fun. And we got to be with Matt, which was also wonderful. And yeah, I got a few followers. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. That makes a huge difference. Only a couple away from maybe making a penny or two, and that is pretty amazing. I did not expect, like, because I've made all these YouTube videos, and I made a long form, and I made a bunch of short. I think I'm at like 11 YouTube videos as of the end of this week. When I'm doing end of this week, since you're here, and since we're all still here, that one is going to be on Wildflowers, which was the first game that I actually played on stream, which is kind of fun. But I'm starting a series called Games for Queers, and that series is going to be fun, and Wildflowers will be the first one that I'm featuring. And yeah, it's going on the Games for Queers shelf. You'll have to tune in tomorrow. Not even close to tomorrow. Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time it'll be released. It's already uploaded. It's ready to go. But it'll come out at a little bit of a better time than usual. But yeah, it's just like looking at all that time and effort put in to making these videos, and it's like taking time for people to show up and give a shit. But like seeing people actually show up and care about the streaming listen, it's very heartening. The fact that people are here, the fact that I haven't been alone through this, the fact that I got to be part of the Queer Games bundle all of last month, it's all been, to me, kind of miraculous. Let's see, is there any more H3 lore I can throw out there? Anything else you're curious about, Kumite? As it comes to H3 lore that I can share with you? Because at this point, I'm in deep, and I am down. You tell me. Oh, here we go. Apple Music! Isn't that great? Apple Music is where Colleen Ballinger has released Toxic Gossip Train. She has now started copyright claiming videos using the ukulele song. Are you shitting me right now? What an absolute piece of shit. Any other random famous people they're friends with? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, if you count Hassan Piker, that's not probably a one that counts. But Hassan, I mean, Hassan's pretty cool. I would say the other people. I mean, they've had some pretty famous people on the show. And some that are a little bit less famous that, like, they've had, like, Bo Burnham on the show, for example. He's pretty famous at this point. Ethan kissed, what's his face? What's the guy who sleeps with everybody's moms? He kissed him on the lips. Young Gravy, that's his name. That's a thing you can find on the internet. Anyway, all right. What is the word for gilding the lily? Is that the phrase? Let me double check that that's correct. Gilding the lily. Adorning or embellishing something that is already beautiful. Exactly the right phrase, it turns out. We are gilding the lily on today's stream. I have had a lovely time. It has been a twist of an ending to this stream. An hour of primarily just talking about H3 for a while, but I do love doing it. I don't want to become somebody that's part of, in any way, YouTube or online drama. God, is it fun to talk about. God, is it interesting. So, Peanut Butter. Apologies if any followers are delayed. It's not up to me if people listen or not. Hey, Peanut Butter. You just, between you and one other person, you got 2 followers for me. That's incredibly kind. I really appreciate that you followed to begin with. And I really appreciate that somebody else came through. If anybody else comes through, that's incredible. Jeez Louise! There's another one! Speaking of it, it's Kobeni. Or Tzirubeni. It's all, I can't leave! I can't leave because I'm too excited at the prospect that we're gonna hit 50 today. I've been waiting for this. I mean, I haven't been streaming that long. When did I start? When was my first stream? What does the internet tell me about this? It says my first stream. Welcome, by the way, Kobeni, welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you for following. Thank you again, Peanut Butter, for introducing these folks to me and my strange self. You are so welcome here. This is a pretty fun place where we do all kinds of goofy stuff. Always happy to support. Always happy to have your support. You just changed this little MB's life. Just changed this they-them's life. We're 1 away. That is nuts. What? 1 more follow and we hit 50? Are you shitting me right now? I did not see this coming. Stream Elements, chill out. They're doing great stuff. We don't need to push them right now. This is incredible. Any amount of follows is surprising. Stream Elements, not right now. But yeah, welcome. I was playing Dream Daddy today. I don't know if you know the game. Hopefully, it's a fun little thing. And I finally finished the game today. I finished early. So I started playing Raptor Boyfriend for a while, which I had played before. I started playing episode 2. And I played it for a little bit, and then I was like, I'm gonna take a break. I just want to talk about bullshit for a while. So for the last probably over an hour at this point, I've just been talking about the H3 podcast and Colleen Ballinger and all of that drama. And then I talked about Trisha Paytas for a while. And then I talked about Howie Mandel. I have been down some interesting pathways today. I don't hate it though. If I could get away with sometimes just chatting, maybe it isn't the worst thing in the world. But I don't know. I don't know if I got it in me. If I was going to do that, I would need to have like a list of things that I kind of wanted to talk about. Because I didn't do anything to prep for this situation. I'm just fucking chatting. 49? What? What is happening? What is happening right now? That's so close to 50. I'm well over all of the other qualifications for affiliate. This dumb follower thing. To be fair, I haven't asked like family or anybody to do it because I've been trying to grow somewhat naturally. This qualifies. Peanut Butter, you may be helping, but I qualify this as natural growth, damn it. But yeah, it's super nice for people to show up and be supportive, and I gotta stick around. I gotta stick around. Aw, I'm supporting streamers whenever I can. That's so nice. I'm one of those, it turns out. So I appreciate that. You're doing good work. I try to support streamers where I can as well. My main thing, just to give the long and short of it, is I focus on queer stuff. Queer games, queer content, all that stuff. I make videos. One of the things I do is I started a few months ago. I just released my 3rd version of a Queer Creator of the Month video that I'm putting out, because really all I want to do, speaking of lifting, supporting streamers, I just want other people that are doing cool stuff, because I've found that it's actually quite hard to find creators and streamers of the category that I give a lot of a shit about. you know, as I've been trying to do this stuff, and so trying to elevate those voices where I can. So I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that you're out here to support people like that, especially a little goofy genderqueer human like myself. It definitely makes a difference. You know, the audience that I could potentially have is Archie is undeniably going to be smaller than maybe some of the average folks because I'm niche, you know, and I knew that from the beginning. And I've given myself a lot of time to fail and figure shit out. But I feel that I've had some success insofar as I've been really pleased with some of the things I've been able to do. I've met really cool people. Believe it or not, Peanut Butter, you're not the first awesome person I've met, but you are one of them. Hey, I'm part of the LGBTQ community as well. We're stronger together. Yeah, we fucking are. So all of last month, do you know about the Queer Games bundle? It's done now. I'm not promoting it anymore. But if you've heard of it, it was the thing, it ended last week. But I was one of the, what was it? The official, one of the bundle ambassadors for the Queer Games bundle. And that was, you would pay $60 or you could pay what you can, $10 to get 450 games made by queer developers and stuff. And like where there was like significant queer involvement. That bundle made $200,000 last month. So, I mean, here's the thing. I know that it's going to take me a long time to grow. It's going to take me a long time to figure shit out. But I'm never going to regret the time that I spent on this stuff when I can look at, even if ultimately I contributed a very small amount in the whole thing, like that I was a part of something that gave every single developer almost $1,000 who was part of that bundle. Like, fucking awesome. And like a bunch of trans people, queer people of all types were part represented in that bundle. Bunch of really cool games with lots of queer themes, weird games that would not have been made by anybody but queer people. So that was fucking cool as hell. And so yeah, that whole we're strong together shit, I feel deep to my core. Because I've seen it already, you know, and that's kind of my whole goal. My goal is to kind of look a little bit like a random streamer you might see, but then you show up and you're like, oh shit, this place is queer as hell. And either you like that or you don't, but hopefully I can be a safe space for people and I can lift people up where I can. Because the thing is, I did a job for 8-9 years or something that was a little bit soul-sucking at times and exhausting, and I worked my ass off and I tried really hard and I found passion in it where I could. But at a certain point, when I had the opportunity, I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to take a chance on myself. I'm going to try and do something that feels like putting good into the universe in a real way. And if that just means like lifting up a queer creator here or there in a small way, however big, hey, then I would do it. What? I'm sorry. Did we just finish the follower goal? Y'all? Hey, man of Ultimate Legends, you are an Ultimate Legend. Thank you. Welcome to the Waddle. You fuck what? Today I have become affiliate because of this. Peanut Butter? Y'all? What? Well, if you it's good. You should be happy about it. Because it is incredibly kind of you. You got to be the one to hit that 50 though. What? Y'all! This is fucking cool. Yeah, I'm very happy. This is not how I saw today going at all. Thank you so much. Wow, holy shit. I certainly didn't think it was gonna be following me talking for like 40 minutes about prolapses. Like, that was not how I thought today was gonna go. But yeah, welcome. Thank you very much. I will take that. Congratulations, Peanut Butter. I really appreciate you throwing me in that Discord that clearly made a huge difference in getting us there. Could it have gone any other way, says Kumite? No, you're right. I mean, it's right. It's right. It is not wrong. But, gosh, I could not be more grateful. I mean, anytime I see anybody is even here watching, it's, you know, continues to be a thing that I'm super grateful for. It continues to be surprising in a lot of ways. Someone shared your channel and said you were 1 follow away from a milestone, so I'd give you that milestone. Guess what? You did it. I think that was Peanut Butter that did that. And you did. You got it. You hit it. I'm well above all of the other requirements. I've just been waiting on this 50. So I'm going to see see about becoming affiliate now and see if I can't steal some money from Jeffrey Bezos. Which is all I said all that stuff before about how I want to be really sweet and kind to queer people, and that's all very good. But if I can somehow take money from Jeffrey, now I know I'm also probably earning him money through my labor, but if I could just take a little bit of it away. I know he doesn't give away much. I know the percentages are garbage, but this is pretty incredible. This makes me very, very happy. I feel so freaking grateful. And yeah, listen, you're going to get somebody, if you show up again, who's not, I'm going to continue. Damn, didn't expect to feel this good today. It feels good to help. It feels good to be helped. I love all those hearts. All them trans hearts. Trans rights, trans rigs. This space is a trans rights space. Obviously, I mean, literally, like, look anywhere on the screen. If it's not clear that that's the case, I don't know what I could do. But yeah, shit. This is crazy. What a day. What a day. Cheers to you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the follow of what feels like kind of out of nowhere. Peanut Butter, you showing up. This was super, super nice. And I am going to take this moment with me through the rest of the day and probably a lot longer, because it feels like the beginning of this thing that I'm doing feeling more like a legitimate thing that could be a thing? Question mark? Hard to know. Only way to know is to keep doing it and trying my best and hopefully doing some good out there. Don't give me any credit, says Peanut Butter. You earned it all. That's really kind of you. But also, you know, it's shared credit. Stronger together. You said it. Happy to have helped, but I have to go. But can't wait to check out the future of your channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, I stream Mondays through Wednesdays, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern right now. And I'm figuring out if I'm going to extend that a bit. What I'm going to do. I'm still figuring my shit out. But, you know, generally speaking, I'm having a good time. We're playing Calico on Mondays. That's probably at least a couple more times. Been playing Dream Daddy. Finished that today on this Queer Love Tuesday. And tomorrow is queer mainstream games. Tomorrow we're starting up again because I was using that Wednesday for the Queer Games bundle. But I'm going to start playing Dragon Age Inquisition, which is a game that I have tried to play like 5 or 6 times. And I love it theoretically, and I've played all the other Dragon Age games. Loved them. But I've been stuck on it, and there's so many cool queer characters in that game. And I want to discover them. I want to learn about them. I want to do all that. And so I'm going to do it on stream. And that could potentially be a very long time. Yeah, Peanut Butter, you're going to get some residual follows after the stream ends, by the way. That's so nice. Peanut Butter. I don't know who you are, whatever. The fact that you're queer, I love you. I appreciate this so much. You have no idea. Like, you know, I'm sure everybody who makes stuff, and I haven't made stuff that long, but I'm sure everybody who makes stuff can relate to this feeling of like, you know, is this a mistake? Have I made a terrible mistake to quit my job and do this shit? But I'm really grateful that I am reminded quite often that, you know, it's all right. Listen, it's going to take time. There's going to be lots of failure on the way, and I've budgeted that in. I've budgeted years of failure into this thing. I want to be successful, but I also recognize it's going to take a long time. Hey, welcome to the Waddle, Rad Puppeteer. You are so welcome here. You just pushed us over 50. We're at 51? What? What is going on? This is amazing. Y'all, making this look Queer Heart very big today. That is so fucking sweet. Welcome to the Waddle. Congrats on 50. Thank you. Kumite, how are you not crying? I'm crying. That's so sweet. I don't know. It's hard to take in that this is a real thing. It feels very good though. I mean, when did I start? I started streaming, I'm gonna say around early May. So I've been doing this for only a couple months, 2.5 months or something. And, you know, at the very beginning, there weren't many people showing up, which, like, not shocked. And there's still only a few small handful of people that show up. But it's been so nice. It just feels so good. It just feels so good. Y'all, Rad Puppeteer, welcome. You're so welcome here. This is a fun place. I promise you that. This fucking weird place and it's goofy, but it is a fun place. You could do a lot worse. And it's definitely, if you're into queer shit, but God, it's fuck, what is going on? I love that this is all happening with the background of this random fucking like vibe music background that I've never used before. It does feel appropriate though. Oh, Kumite. Kumite, we were just having a conversation about the H3 podcast, about drama, and this is what happens. Peanut Butter, once my YouTube channel gets past around 300 subscribers, I'll try to send cross-platform raids to you and other LGBTQ streamers to boost our presence in entertainment on Twitch. That is exactly the kind of shit. I mean, thank you. Love that. Love that. One of my YouTube channels has a lot of followers, but it's only because I posted a bunch of clips from a podcast I really liked, and then it got a bunch. The other ones are pretty small at this point. I think I've got like 33 in one and 20 in another or something. I split it up. I did the like sort of long-term investment thing of splitting up the different channels because of the type of content I'll be posting. It does mean that the growth is happening slowly, and I knew that was going to be the case. That's really exciting that you're working on YouTube stuff. Is it just Peanut Butter 67? Is it that? If it is, I'll make sure to give you a follow. Also, I don't know why I haven't done this at this point. I don't know. Do you also stream? Because I like. Let's see. You don't. It doesn't look like you stream. Okay. Well, I can't really shout out the stream bit, but I will make sure. Let me look at. Do you have the link to your YouTube channel? It's 2. Oh. I want to find this. I'm looking. Yeah, if you have a link, feel free to share it here. I don't have them, you know, you're able to share a link here. So feel free to throw that up here. I want to make sure to what very small amount I can do. Yeah. Subscribe. I'm gonna subscribe with all of my different good little diver accounts. Y'all, you're about to get you got me around 3. You deserve around 3 from me. Let's see what I can do here. All right. You'll see a few more come in very soon. Thank you again. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for people just showing up. Thanks for following and getting me over 50. Like, what is going on? Amazing. Switch account. Why don't you want to do that for me? Switch account. Y'all. YouTube. Switch dang account. There we go. Let's go in there. Let's give you a little subby. Bam! That's 2! Can we get 3? Oh, the music stopped. Did it get claimed? Why did the music stop? Oh, did I close something? What the fuck? I'll refresh the page. Oh, it's because I changed accounts. It's like, y'all, you're using YouTube Music. You can't just change accounts. You know what? It's for an important reason. I have something important I'm working on. Enough. And let me get that third. Let me get that third in there. Bam, bam. Just got very quiet in here. And donezo. And we donezo. I take song edit requests on my channel too. Give me a song, tell me how to change it, and I'll see what I can do. No. Listen, if anyone has earned a self promo, it is definitely you at this point. So I don't always do it. Obviously, as a general rule, no. But for what you've helped to do today, fucking of course you can. Of course you can. Let me switch to the correct channel and play some music again. Okay, there we go. Music is coming too. There you go. There's a few subscribers for you. That's about as much as I can do. But yeah, that's really cool. I will check it out and see more about the channel. Give me a song, tell me how to change it, and I'll see what I can do. That's a cool concept. I really like that. Well, we've hit 4 p.m. It is Eastern, and it is... Yeah, every bit. I know that feeling. So, you know, whatever you let me know. Also, feel free to hit me up if you want to whisper or whatever. If there's anything I can do to be helpful. Happy to chat with you. Or if they're, like, whatever that Discord is, well, let me know. All that stuff. You let me know. But it has been approximately an hour longer than intended, but so worthwhile. And I say this with all the love and appreciation in the world. Thank you so much for people being here. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for everything today. I am officially Affiliate Town. I'm gonna have to come up with a different goal, which I didn't expect to have to do today. So again, I don't know how else to say it, but thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. Alrighty, it's been fun. I'll see you around. Take care. Thanks a lot. And yeah, so I'm gonna pick somebody for us to raid real quick. And otherwise, you know, looking forward to checking out your future streams. Take care. Thanks, Rad Puppeteer. Thanks for the follow. Super appreciate you. Let me see who's live. Who we can't yet over to. Why don't we go? Oh yeah, Cat will probably enjoy a raid. I'm gonna start the raid. Until we dive again, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all soon. And off we go. Have a great one, everybody.